Paymon's coming.
Paymon's
Baal
not
is
real.
coming. Do you deny the Holy Trinity?
My house?
Yeah, I don't like devil movies, man. I never got into them.
They're retarded. Why
I mean,
get
they're
scared
terrifying.
like that? Why get scared like
They're
that?
terrifying.
I get scared?
Yeah.
It's not scary if you accept Paimon. It's more of a fun movie if you enjoy Paimon. Are we
Do
on
you
the
see,
man?
like, this for real, this shit is
Oh,
scary.
we're on.
For real, this is
Yeah,
scary.
no shit.
What, Paimon?
Like
That'd be
you're
funny if you
joking.
got devil hot
You're
mic.
joking like, oh, dude, I'm not.
It's
really
like some
that-
weird Hollywood
yeah.
shit to be like cool and joking about.
I'm
the devil.
joining. Yes, I told you guys day one.
You're joining, yeah.
First chance I get, I'm joining the pedophilia satanic cult.
How do you get in? That'd be kind of annoying to like try to get into the pedophilia elite, and they're like,
I'm not
"Dude,
trying to
we
get-
don't do it. It's like, come on,
Yeah. Sure you don't.
come on.
It would suck to get your fucking dick mogged by a kid sex slave, though.
Pretty sure that's why
You know what I mean?
Epi fucked with the little ones,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
He had that.
Some sex slave kid
Did
with
you
a
see
hog.
Did you see?
I've never
every-
seen it. I just heard it.
on the thing. It
Very
said he had
small.
an egg-shaped bird.
Very small.
Yeah, I heard he had an egg shape. They
Yeah.
tried to hit Trump with the egg shape. Didn't they hit him with a
Dude.
extreme
There's
mushroom?
scientific proof proving that's wrong.
Trump's huge.
Yeah.
They give
Billy
him-
says the picture of him getting spray tanned is fake.
Doctored.
well, they showed his bird.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen
Oh
that?
yeah, that is.
You haven't seen that picture?
Yeah,
They
it's
have a
hilarious.
picture of his microbird
Yeah.
getting
It's
spray
hilarious.
tanned. That's
Dude,
actually
please
pretty
don't
awesome.
say it's a microbird though.
That's pretty. I mean, that's a funny. That is like a very serious political attack to someone to show you like with a microbird, and it's like, yo, it's all over, dude. Polls are low.
Stormy said he had an anchor.
So he had a bell end, bro.
Yeah, they said he had a mushroom tip. She said it was like a freakish mushroom tip, though.
Fuck, that's powerful.
I heard that. I'm
Yeah,
like,
who cares, dude?
yeah, definitely. There's not a lot of sperm competition going on with DJ.
Yeah, he's what DJ's
He's
winning.
plunging. He's plunging everything.
Eastern
out.
Bloc women, dude. Ruins them.
What does?
It's kind of
Trump.
weird. Just dating Russian women is kind of weird. That's kind of
It's
strange.
the most alpha.
It's kind
you
of
can
alpha,
be.
dude.
Yeah.
I mean, Jones
think
does
so?
it. Trump does it.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
It's not weird.
It's a weird type of. It's a weird strain of like I'm just into Russians. To me, I think it's kind of weird.
Well, Eastern Europeans,
Well, I guess okay. So he's
Yeah.
like he's into like the.
Bulgaria,
The former Soviets.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He loves the former Workers' Party.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I shouldn't say the president. I shouldn't attack the president. I should
Yeah,
just PA
don't.
the president.
You just PA'd him. That
shouldn't
actually
PA the
might be his OL, which, by the way, that's the highest form of PA is an OL.
What's OL?
Which is an off limit.
Oh,
Everybody has OLs.
Yeah.
Everybody has one or two OLs.
Mine's devil shit.
Everybody has that.
Hail Paimon?
Yeah.
Hail him. Look to the northwest. Find him.
Bill, I dare you to watch
Suck my
Heredity.
cock. No,
I
I'll never
dare you
watch
to
it.
watch
Find
Heredity.
Paimon.
you have to combat the devil. You have to beat the devil, Bill.
How about I don't? I don't partake
You
in
can't
that
ignore him, dude.
Yeah, you
Silence.
have to
Like,
live a
Bill, I'm
positive
telling you,
Silence
like,
is consent.
watch
True.
Heredity
Yeah.
and then remember that he's doing this.
Yeah.
And it'll fucking terrify.
I'll never do it.
You got to confront the devil, dude.
We don't need to do that.
Bill would
shit.
be a good
All
vessel.
that's
for
what you guys
Paimon.
don't understand. All the devil is
Bill would
is
be-
you who took a wrong path.
You would be a
That's
good.
a negative entity. That is you that took a wrong path.
You would be a good vessel for Paimon.
This is what-
Look at that, dude. He's
Yeah,
a
this
unit.
I should flip the fucking table right
You,
now.
That'd be
I
very
mean, dude, if
Paimon.
you saw the movie, you might.
You know who would like you flipping the table?
Who?
Paimon.
Payment can suck cock, dude.
Well, you shouldn't talk about him that way, but perhaps.
It's one of those fucking movies where like the person turns and then there's like a dude in the shadows.
Oh,
It's terrifying
yeah, that is
shit.
so
And then I'm
scary.
laying
Every night I
in
go
my
to
bed,
sleep, I
like,
think
oh,
about
I'm
that.
cool. I'm cool. Shane's kind of weird for doing this.
Hail him. all right, chill.
What you guys up to?
Nothing.
What's been
dude.
going down?
I mean, I'm just trying to enjoy
Oh,
my
dude.
fucking house without demonic entities entering it.
Yeah, it's just very funny. Billy and Spud are actually like pretty outwardly afraid of demons.
I'm afraid of demons. I'm afraid of demon movies. Watch Exorcism of Emily Rose. This shit is terrifying.
Dude, when she wakes up on the floor.
This shit, and she's moving like fucking
Yeah.
crab arms, dude. Fuck
yeah,
that
I
shit,
don't like
bro.
that shit.
Let's talk about something else, dude.
Yeah, for
Sure.
real. This is the payment vibe.
Oh,
last
dude,
night.
can I do my Sean Bowles?
Oh,
draw,
yeah,
dude?
please,
I've been dying, so I got stuck in a YouTube hole. This might be, maybe it's not as scary as devil stuff, but he's the guy who they kind of he wrote Simulation in Simulacrum. So Simulacrum is a copy of a copy, and the Matrix allegedly based. It's pretty like sick French thing to do. The Matrix was like, yo, we based the Matrix trilogy off of your work, and he was like, you guys got it all wrong. Fuck you guys. So you guys are stupid American. He basically shit on the Matrix. He's like, you guys did not read my stuff closely.
Did he see it?
He
He
watched
probably
it.
would have shut the fuck up if he saw it.
He watched it. They wanted him
He'd
to
be like,
come.
yeah, all right, you guys got that wrong. But the end when he catches the bullets was pretty sick.
They wanted him to come do consultation on Matrix 2 and Matrix Reloaded, and he was like, I do not have time for
Wait,
this.
so in his like theory, he was like, "There's going to be two white guys with dreadlocks that are twins."
But the thing I was watching was basically that we've deviated from like any sort of real society where it's like there's like we don't have products for like their real value. We're just into stuff for their sign value. So it's like when you used
What
to
the
build.
fuck are you two laughing at, dude? We didn't bring you down here to fucking mock us.
We're not
Whoa,
mocking
dude,
you.
we're just chilling.
He's
We're
just
happy
excited.
to be here.
They're excited,
Yeah.
dude.
Don't be weird about it.
So
You're
they have-
giggling during my man's lecture.
True that.
Fuck
True
that.
that.
Listen.
Paimon.
Hail him.
Dude, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Dude, it's funny, but it's not.
So the idea is so all the stuff that we like is not like when you buy a house, you're not just buying it for the value of living in it. You're buying it for the value of like the market of the house. But slowly and slowly, we're having like copies of copies. They're like, we're in a house, but it's really like a commodity. So it's like not technically like a real house. And you slowly drift off of like doing like copies of copies until you just lose touch with reality altogether. Pretty fucking sick.
So, are you saying we live in a simulation?
Not a simulation, but we live.
Are we
Like,
in the
put
Matrix?
it this like reality TV.
We're in the Matrix.
Kind of like reality TV. Reality TV came out, and the big thing was like, well, it's not reality if you have a camera on someone, right? Would you agree to that? It's not reality.
I'm getting fucked up because there's a demon. There's a demon in the fucking room, dude.
Chill, dude.
So the idea is that you have like if it's not real reality, if there's a camera pointing at someone, because they're going to act slightly different if they're on cam. That's why reality TV is not real. But then it's like if you live in a world where everyone can film someone at any given time, is people's behavior genuine or is it because of the camera?
Oh, I got you.
So like slowly, but you lose track. It's happening so slowly, you lose track and you lose touch with the real. Pretty fucking. I was in a total negative.
So this
person.
is a YouTube hole that you're saying?
Cameras definitely. I've been half. I've been fucking around. I'm sorry.
No, if we're naturals at this point,
I'm
so
playing
cameras
horse.
don't buy. I could be on Big
Cameras-
Brother and I would be genuine 100%. Well, think about it. Think about an article written about you. So it's
Yeah.
like they talk about.
Yeah, I
movies
was in
and shit.
CNN this week.
I mean, I've
Were
seen
you really?
Reddit
Yeah.
comments. I've seen Reddit comments.
Well, think about like so.
It's bipolar.
That's something you call me bipolar. Yeah, man.
Yeah, what an
You
idiot.
don't even know me.
So if you're a dude and you're like, all right, I think I know who I am, but people print a bunch of stuff about you. It's like they start saying, what's more real, people's perception of you from articles, or like you yourself? And in reality, the perception from articles wins out. That's
It
why
does.
it's hyper reality. So like it's
No,
realer
No,
than
it does,
real.
dude.
No, dude.
I've had this
That's what he's saying.
yeah.
We're slipping into where it's like the Vietnam
Nah.
War. What's more real, people's experience in
I'm
the
not
Vietnam War
manic
or
bipolar.
platoon?
I'm not on the high right now.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. That's what he was talking about. It's not technically real. It's realer than real, and we're sliding off into like just. It's called signs and signified. So like if you have like a tree, that's a signified thing, and the signifiers are the ones who are trying to reproduce like what a tree looks like. But we're watching like artificial reproductions over and over and over and over until we just completely slides away from us.
This is scary stuff, dude.
Yeah, it's worse than Paimon, dude. And I
No,
watched
there's nothing
it.
worse than Paimon. Yeah. There's nothing worse than Paimon. I didn't sleep last night. I might not sleep tonight. I don't
direction?
understand with the hands, dude.
What direction?
shit.
What direction is
Chill
that?
with the hands, dude.
Look to the northwest.
Dude,
Fuck
I
off,
wanted the
dude.
lights turned off. I don't
That's where the
like
Ninth
this.
King lives, dude.
What is wrong with you?
That's where that's King Paimon.
He just saw Heredity.
No, I saw Heredity or Hereditary or Heredity, whatever it is. I think
Whatever.
Heredity.
Did you watch it accidentally, not knowing what it was?
I like the people that make those movies.
Yeah, A24.
But I'm saying, did
fucking
you just
rules.
pop it on like, oh, this is another one of
I
their
pop on
movies?
all their movies. I watched the one where it's just
At what point did you realize
Willem
it's about
da-
Satanism?
Oh, in the middle of it, I
Fuck.
started freaking the fuck
Yeah.
out. They start summoning entities
Dude.
in the middle of it, and a glass goes
Yeah.
across the table, dude. And I
It's
was
very
like,
scary.
"What am I watching?" And
You're in
then
whitey
it's over.
tighties at this point.
I'm laying in bed. I'm nude under the sheets. I
That's
made my
as
flannel
scared as
sheets.
you can be.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And then like
God.
Shane's texting me last night, like, "Ha ha ha, hell payment," putting up demonic images on my phone, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, he's such a jokester." Put it down, and I'm just laying in bed, like, "Payment's not real. Payment's not real." I'm
I
good.
see. That's the thing I don't get about you two is first off, Paimon isn't a bad guy. He's a good guy.
To a Satanist, yeah.
You're going with the Yahweh conspiracy.
Look, I'm saying I said it downstairs.
That's
If
not
you guys,
conspiracy.
these guys are big into conspiracies.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
Big
not
into
conspiracy.
conspiracies. The greatest trick God ever played was saying he was the good guy.
No, that's a
Just so you
that
know.
is a religion's god.
Just so
That's
you
Yahweh.
know.
No, that's not the
Yeah.
central memory complex that we.
Yeah, we don't partake in that.
Yeah, we
sorcery.
know
You guys don't
Yahweh.
partake
yo,
in
yo,
religion?
Yo, yo,
In the sorcery you're talking
yo,
about.
we
no.
know Yahweh's bad, dude.
Yeah.
We know.
Well, that's kind of the Nick Cannon thing. They say like a lot of people say the idea of Yahweh as a vengeful Old Testament God was like coming from people who were with
He was just a
scarcity.
fifth density, dude.
Yeah, well, they're saying that it came from people who were like basically desert dwellers who just like had nothing ever, so their God was like a horrible,
Yeah, that
like,
makes sense.
unfair ruler. But people were trying to say Yahweh was like a transdimensional entity that kind of came in, and everyone was like, "This is bullshit. This obviously it's a transdimensional entity, but it's not God. It's not
Yeah.
total God."
He told
Adonai is total God.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yahweh is
You
like,
get it, dude. You
Yeah.
get it. This guy read the roster.
Well, that's the
You're
that's
pushing that Hollywood shit.
Moloch?
Yeah.
Do you know
Like,
what?
you can't
why
explain
do
that
you
stuff.
keep
Like, you
saying
know,
their
like
name, dude?
that's in emails from Hillary Clinton.
What, Moloch?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm sacrificing a
They're
chicken to Moloch.
that's what I'm saying. He's joking about Moloch and Baal.
Maybe Hill Dog just has funny jokes like that.
Yeah.
Or that
Chick
kid.
stick.
Just like
Yo.
how you joke about pedophile stuff with your
Never
buddy.
did.
Yeah.
Don't
How
throw
about-
smut on me.
how
Don't
about
You
you?
joke about
My
pedophile
buddy
stuff.
said-
What,
Wait,
what does your
How-
friend want to do with Charlie? What does your friend want to do with Charlie?
Hold on, time out.
I was like, that's
Wait, he saw Chuck too? I saw Chuck.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Chuck's a bit of a stud, dude. I
And
get
Mr.
it.
Holier Than Thou over here is like,
Chuck's-
that's bad.
Hold on. Wait. What about the
Why-
Wayfair? You bought
Bill,
Wayfair
when-
I
stuff.
bought Wayfair shit. Yeah,
You bought
did.
Wayfair stuff,
What did
and
you
you
never
text-
bought anything on Wayfair?
What'd you
Not
buy
me.
on Wayfair, kid?
3 of my vanities.
Ooh.
And you're summoning demonic entities.
I
Chill.
always.
They've
I
already
always
been
thought-
here, dude. If Wayfair was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always thought Wayfair.
Yeah.
I always said it's like something fishy about Wayfair. I was
Yeah,
like, I
dude,
don't
Matt's
know,
on the
man.
pulse.
was
I
like,
knew
don't
it
know.
too, dude. I knew it
I
too.
looked something up one
Yeah, I
time
know
and it was
it
You
too.
like,
guys partook in some bad stuff, and
What?
I did not.
What stuff?
Just bad stuff.
What are you saying?
You
What are
guys
your
are-
accusations?
you're bad hombres. You've
Is
done
this
bad
OL?
stuff.
Is this an OL?
You've done
talking
bad
is this
things.
OL? Is this
This
OL?
is OL.
Probably.
That's probably
Dude,
OL.
you can't toss an OL live, bro, on a live stream.
I'm just
It's
saying.
live, dude. You can't do
PAs,
OLs.
nothing but PAs. You can't
Just
do-
please stick to PAs.
Can't call
What
me a
was-
pedophile.
Dude, I looked it up. You
That
called, Billy
is
called
definitely
me.
Billy's OL.
Billy
though.
called me. Billy was like, "Yo, dude, my vanity's 12,000." I was like, "Bill, stay
No
away
idea.
from that. All right, that's human trafficking." He was like,
Yeah.
"Bullshit, dude. Praise it.
No,
Praise
it's
Satan."
comedy.
He said, praise ball.
Here's the deal. I looked at Billy's
Praise ball.
vanity.
By L.
I looked at Bill's vanity and I
Oh,
was
look.
like, "How did you get this? How much was this?" And he told me the price. I go, "Slaves built that because that doesn't make any sense."
Oh yeah.
So it's like subsidized by human trafficking.
We came to this conclusion now.
You think they're doing that where you can go to China and they like, here's where we build all your stuff, then you can fuck all of the slaves in the sweatshop?
I don't know about that.
Matt, that's fucking gross.
Yeah.
That's
That
a
might,
good
that might be
test.
one of like your weird kinks or something.
No, I think you can do
You're
that.
honestly weird.
If you're in China, I think that's the like elite top level shit. You can like look at your Nike.
I couldn't
and
really
be like,
even
You
bring
do.
me the
thought
person
like
who
that.
made this.
Bring
If you and me were the founding fathers, you would definitely be Thomas Jefferson.
You- dude.
You definitely
Dude,
have.
OL.
Thomas Jefferson's
That's
nice.
OL.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Hey, dude.
Wow.
That's
I'm
Awesome.
more.
Thomas
That's not an
Jefferson.
OL.
Thomas
That was just a
Jefferson's
simple
awesome. I
PA.
know.
But in hindsight, I can see how that may be taken as an OL.
Hey, didn't Thomas Jefferson love the black girls?
He did. He had a
That's why it
There's
was
a
an
whole
OL.
black
I was
family.
You're talking more about my
I was
philosophy.
criticizing his want to go to like an Apple manufacturer and fuck all the slaves.
Also, too, you would
But-
you would try to keep us safe from central banks. I know that about you.
True that.
I'm more of a
True
Ben
that.
Franklin type.
What would you do?
Just
Go
invent
to France,
stuff.
party,
Eh.
Womanizer.
eat pussy in France.
Dude, I wonder what that was like.
Praise him.
What, eating pussy back then?
Yeah.
Hellish. It's bad today.
It probably was a legitimate like.
I don't know about that.
It was a
You can
legitimate-
run into some fucking landmines today eating pussy.
Back then.
Back then, it was nothing but just.
That was a legitimate public health concern back then. Eating pussy, they were like, that was
Imagine
COVID.
overall hygiene.
And there, dude,
COVID back then.
and no porn ever.
and
You're
there
They're
was,
probably
no
eating
COVID.
pussy with smiles on their faces. What do you mean?
no,
Nah,
I'm saying.
They're the
dude.
horniest dudes
First
alive.
off, they had their own versions of porn.
like what?
If you've never even heard of porn, you don't.
If you're
need
sitting
porn.
in a fucking
Dude, they
field
lived in a
somewhere
different
in the middle
level.
of Pennsylvania, you're the horniest man.
Dude,
alive.
I have a feeling that like the old Dickensian like England was a whole no fap weird thing where girls were walking around with like corsets
Yeah, you were
and the
telling me
big
that.
butt things.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah, but you weren't titillated as much back then.
dude,
Like, you're
but
horny.
but you were
kidding
horny
me?
and your mind took it. Your fantasies were running rampant.
All right, here's what I will say. Think about. So there's not like running water or like shit like that. So you didn't really get a chance to wash your face that
Yes.
often. Dudes must have eaten pussy,
Yep.
gotten covered with the smelliest pussy on earth in
Yes.
their face, and then just gone about their day.
For sure.
There was shit
You
in the
must like.
streets.
You know how like occasionally you run into someone with horrible breath. You'd be talking to some
Matt
guy.
has it
Holy
right now."
fuck, dude. That's a bit of a.
PA.
You're gonna
It's not
settle.
a PA.
He told me I stunk. I beat him yesterday in Mortal Kombat. He told me he's like, you stink. I was like, I'm pretty good. He's like, no, you physically smell.
I don't.
Wow, dude.
I've never noticed that you smelled.
He fucking
I smell the
smelled like
worst out of
shit.
everyone here. That's a fact.
Matt smelled
can
worse than
attest
you
to this.
yesterday.
Everyone. I mean, the
I
fact.
haven't smelled you at all.
Well, you're lucky.
Maybe I
today.
have COVID.
Bill will
You
tell.
might have lost your
Maybe.
sense of smell.
Bill will tell you I smell.
Well, first of all, the pussy eating thing back then, like you were saying, I think you would wash your face pretty quickly because you couldn't be like a known pussy eater back then. So you would wash up like
Yeah.
immediately. You would get in trouble, dude. A, that was somebody's daughter. B, you're not married.
Yeah, and you're not
if you-
having
I mean,
sex.
Weren't even they against that on The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Yeah, old Italian guys aren't into eating pussy at all.
Yeah, Italian. Maybe, dude. Black dudes and Italians.
Yeah, of like, I don't eat pussy.
Yeah.
They're not simps like us.
Yeah, we're
I'm like, sit on
yo.
my face. I'm like, yo,
call
come
me
here,
a
sit on
simp?
my face.
I'm not calling you Sam. The internet called you one.
we addressed it already, dude.
Did you?
Please address the haters. But I
What's
allow
your
haters.
address?
If it breathes,
It
it
was
sims.
funny.
If it breathes, it's
It was
Sims.
active. It was funny.
Did you understand that no matter what you do, you're simping?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
That's a simp response right there.
No. Let me
You
stop.
can't get out of it, dude.
Yeah.
You can't get out of it.
You're simping
You
right
usually
now.
can.
No, you can't.
Here's how I
You're
can get out
currently
of
simping
simping.
again.
Here's how I can get out of simping.
Easily, right?
I just don't care.
That's a simp response.
No.
Yeah, it
Let me
is.
stop you there.
Okay, good.
I don't care at all.
That's a simp response. In the back of your head, there's a little bit of care. It's like, why the fuck are people calling me simps?
In the back of your
what?
head, you're like, girls will think I'm so cool if I just say I don't care.
Yeah, good point.
This is crazy.
You're stuck in a simp hole, dude.
Yeah.
So I'm
If it
simped.
breeds, it's simps. We are all simps. I just have the balls to pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we'll see.
We mean we'll see.
We'll see.
No matter
We'll see if I'm a simp.
I mean, dude, you're super lonely.
I mean, you are.
We'll
You
see.
get an OnlyFans. They write you messages. You're like, oh, cool.
We'll see.
That's-
We'll see.
Even if you have sex with someone after trying to simp out to them, you're still a simp.
What is simping now?
You.
How?
You're doing it right now.
You having fun?
You're doing it right now.
How?
You're simping.
What is simping?
NOL, dude.
No, this is Matt,
I'll explain.
Matt,
We're all simps,
explain.
Matt. We're all
Matt, I
simps.
appreciate it.
Oh,
I
I'm sorry.
appreciate it.
Bill's just like Morpheus
You know what I don't
right
like,
now.
Matt? How much fun you're having.
So
Bill's just like
You're
Morpheus.
Absolute dog shit friend.
Yeah.
You're a dog friend.
You can take the red pill and
that
understand that you're a
screenshot,
simp.
right? It had Shane M. Gillis liked it. And then there was a guy with you who would be a fellow simp who commented on it
Simp
because
unite.
it said, I don't know where I left my panties. He said, ha, 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 ha. They're probably at my house. You
Look,
should come
yeah.
get them. That's the company you keep on that thread.
Shane,
I'm not gonna.
Which is simps.
I'm not going to hurt anybody's feelings by explaining my motives on this.
Yeah.
But it obviously wasn't me trying to get her attention by liking a tweet.
Simp. That's a simp response.
Now
You can't win.
Now you're abusing it.
Hold on.
dude.
It's not. It's not.
Now you're
The
abusing it.
darkness of Sims is when you start thinking like we could totally be together. I mean, like if I even went down to New Orleans and she met me, she would totally love me.
He's not talking about anyone in particular, random state. Not even a real story.
So what is this? So if you say you breathe, is a simp just like
No,
someone
a
who
simp is somebody
pursues-
online that
who
like.
pursues women?
No, that's like
No, you
basically
comment, you
basically
like
a
stuff.
American version of Indian show us Bob's.
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
it's
gotcha,
that.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah, that's a
like you
subcontinent of
facilitate their
simps.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You prop that up.
am
Personally,
gonna
I
prop
wouldn't
that
like
up.
the dog girl stuff, but that's just me personally.
Dude, dog girl's hot. I don't care what
She's
you
an attractive young lady, but I think she should stick to working on people's eyes and not take goofy pictures pretending to be a dog.
I think you should worry about yourself and not my lady.
Simp.
say. Dude, we were fucking with Freeze at work, calling him
Yeah.
a simp. He was getting so
We
mad.
explained.
If you try to get out of it,
The
it's
worst
can't
is
get
when
out
I
of it.
realize
Chinese,
it.
it's an American simp trap, dude.
Yeah.
You try to get out of it and you just can't.
You
We
can't.
told like a 60-year-old man what a simp was,
Oh.
and he was like trying to tell us how he coolly explained to girls that rent off him
Yeah.
that they should really think about getting other jobs, but he
Dude,
still
shut
gave them the discount.
Yeah, no, they were like, because of COVID, John, we can't work because we're bartenders and waitresses. Like, we won't have enough money. He's like, oh, I'll lower your rent
He
for like
simped.
200. And it's like, dude, you're a simp.
Yeah.
Like, get the money off their debt.
Right when we told him that, he was like, but I told them that they should find other jobs. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter, John. It already happened. You simped.
You simped. It's
like herpes.
He simps all day. He came into work the other day and he was like, I made a great deal. And he explained the deal and I'm just standing there. I was like, dude, you simped out again.
I mean, that's not even fair to make a
The only way to
60-year-old
escape
dude-
simping is monk cell.
Yeah, monk cell. You just don't
What
look
if
at chicks.
you? Nah, never mind.
What?
Nothing. I'm not gonna fall into these games. I'm not gonna fall into these games. Doesn't matter.
Right? Like the gymnastics you're doing in your head, trying to figure out a way around it.
I'm
It's-
still so cool.
No,
It's also
simple.
Like you're getting
It's
mad.
simple.
It is.
It's
You're
You think I'm
simple.
mad?
It's
You're
also
simple.
hetero, dude.
What?
Simping out. If you're just, I can't help
Sure.
it. I'm
Yeah,
so
I
fucking.
know, yeah.
hetero.
I just don't understand. I
Some-
just,
Sometimes
it shouldn't be met with like
If you
aggression.
try, if you try
This
to
is what
fight
it is.
who's being aggressive?
You're getting a little. You're raising your voice.
When did I raise my?
I think your
Please
boy
play
left.
Please play the tape back.
I think your boy left.
What boy?
Your boy's not with you anymore.
No,
Paimon?
don't even say his name.
I don't.
Chill.
I don't even know his name.
He's not my boy. I
No,
follow him. If I'm a simp, it's for one person. It's Paimon.
God damn it, dude. Why did you even bring it back up? We had moved on.
Dude, you want to talk about? I mean, I don't want to get into it.
Obviously.
You know,
Why I'm into dog girl, perhaps
Why?
beasts and women
I
alike.
know of a
Paimon.
dude.
Oh yeah, check this out.
I know of a dude, an elite, a rich man,
yeah,
who would get girls, lock them in dog cages for the day,
yeah.
put newspaper down, and then when he would come home from work, he would yell at them and clean up their mess.
Damn.
That's why dog girl's hot, dude. Dude, there's dudes into that stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. We were talking about it before we wrapped about like just taking it. There's
Dog
people,
girl just dumped in the kitchen or something. He's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
There's dudes that are like, fuck yeah,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
go. I
Well,
gotta
that's-
clean. You made a mess. I'm cleaning up after
Oh
you.
yeah,
What?
dude.
You been a bad dog.
You just go, you jerk off on the dump.
Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
I'm
from
saying
all that stuff.
hypothetically, if you
Weird.
had the
Let's just talk
OnlyFans,
about like really cool,
Bill,
like, wholesome
remember when
shit.
you were joking about pedophilia, dude?
Never.
Oh yeah, with you and your boy.
My buddy sent me a text and I screenshot it and said, I would like half your salary yearly now.
Lemaire liked it.
He made some
No one
comments
else
about
under-
old,
compromised
old Charlie balls.
I did not make any comments.
Sure.
you ever
buddy.
said anything like that? Just kidding. It's not.
No.
a big
You
deal.
never
should
laughed
do it.
about like a funny joke about pedophilia.
Obviously, I laughed. It's very offensive.
You
So
and your
you
buddy
laugh,
have like
yeah.
a James Gunn Twitter
Yeah.
text.
It's
We've
like you're,
talked,
So
you're
how can you
Patton
criticize-
Oswald. You're
yeah.
Patton Oswald. He's James Gunn.
and he's joking about
How can
satanic
you
stuff.
criticize
Maybe
that?
this is what Pizzagate is. Just people going, hell Moloch.
You know it's not that.
What if it is?
It's not.
He's doing it right now.
Doing what?
There's too many
Hill
bodies.
Paimon, Hill Ball. I mean,
You
what
think
if
it's
someone
just-
just gets a transcript and they're like, these guys are saying this?
That'd be awesome if I got canceled for that.
Yes,
You wouldn't
fucking-
get canceled.
If they ran a
Yeah, you would-
transcript
you
on
would-
that.
You would probably
You would
get hired.
ascend.
They'd probably give
True
you an
me.
NBC
Trust
TV
me,
show.
guys. Things are going well.
Hell yeah.
Ah,
When you start hailing
man,
Paimon?
dude.
So we're working out well.
Don't do it, Matt.
I
Stay
can't.
strong.
Besides, well, I mean, I would probably do it just to like confront him and just show him like how.
Dude,
like,
you're being a
powerless he
total
is.
dick to everyone.
Why?
Just tell Paimon.
I don't think you
Paimon,
can take
you
on.
would love Paimon.
I don't think you could take on the 8th King of Hell, dude.
You would
I
love
don't-
Paimon,
I think I've already taken him on. It was like COVID. Had it, shook it off. It was like, man.
You should see what he's into.
What's he do?
He would tell you all the secrets about science.
Oh,
He'd
the
literally give you all the
familiars,
secrets.
dude,
The familiars.
No, I've gotten, dude. I've
Please.
doing deep dives,
on,
dude.
Give
So
us the
this is my
familiars.
view. This is my part of my being built spiritual view is that I do believe there are entities that kind of just float around. Like, it doesn't make sense that it just stopped biological and
This is
life
getting scarier. Have you
stops.
seen the movie
What?
Hereditary?
No, I
or
don't.
whatever
I don't
it is?
watch.
I
Stuff
think
like
it
that.
is heredity.
I don't know how to say
Yeah,
it.
whatever.
I do think there is some sort of other dimensional creatures that you can talk to, and especially when I do like super deep.
You
dives,
believe you can talk to interdimensional creatures?
I think there's other dimensions. Yeah,
Real talk.
real
you
talk.
believe that.
I think there's other dimensions.
Could you believe that there's
I think
other
there's different
entities?
consciousnesses. I think there's different consciousnesses that you can tap into.
Do you think that they can talk to us through the different levels of the earth?
I think so. Well, I mean,
That's a guy covered in paint with a land shark.
we'll do that. I mean, it is crazy.
They can talk to us through there.
It's crazy to think that we're not bragging. We're the most like consciously advanced creatures on,
Not
on the
bragging.
earth.
Suck our dick.
To
Dogs.
think that it stops with
In your
humans,
face, house
it
cats.
probably there has to be another thing in all of time and all of creation that
Yeah,
has,
dude.
has more consciousness than human beings do.
Who's to
I
say
believe
mushrooms don't? Just because they can't talk doesn't mean
I'm
they're
on.
smarter than
I
us.
am on mushrooms right now. Yes.
that. True.
You think
Well,
mushrooms?
that's plant spirits.
I mean, I don't
I mean,
know.
think about everyone.
It's fungus is not a plant, really, isn't it?
Ooh,
Nah,
logic
it's an
own.
animal.
Logic
It's-
own. Clip
fungus
that.
are
Clip
funguses
that.
are animals.
Logic own. Spade with a logic own.
Funguses are animals.
True.
They're in the animal
Fungus
kingdom.
is.
Ooh.
fungi.
Fungi. I'm one with
Bam.
fungi right now. Matt,
Flip that.
you know, Matt showed me the fucking funguses. I'm way into it.
Well, that spade takes so much.
And I also know now that there is Agartha in different levels of the earth. So
What's that?
Hollow Earth.
Hollow Earth.
Dude, I
Say
had
more.
it. Bro, you guys talk. I saw the Hollow Earth talk coming, or I listened to it. I listened to your podcast.
Yeah, thanks.
At least one of us does.
I'll check it out.
Wow.
I check it out. I listen to it at bed.
It's cool. A lot of people like, just listen to a little bit of it. It's fun.
Yeah, I don't listen to much.
Yeah, that's cool. Go ahead.
It's crap.
Tell your story. Podcast it up, dude.
See, he's gonna you do this stuff, and then it's just gonna be hail payment. Like we're fucked.
Do you know who I'm one with, dude?
Hell.
Payment. Do you know what happens to dudes like you who talk shit?
Huh.
Literally, one of his gifts is I get to fuck your ass.
Yeah, dude.
Payment will bestow your ass to me.
I might
You
fall
won't
down
get
the
it. It's a
steps.
steel trap.
You're not gonna be able to.
I might
I'm
cut off
tiny
my
enough,
own
I'll
head.
sneak right in there, dude.
No payment.
This actually might happen in real life tonight.
Oh yeah, I might sleep here if I drink enough of these, and I will.
Please
summon
do. I
Payment.
need heads.
Heads, no homo. Pause.
No. I didn't
Pause.
say head. I said
Pause.
heads.
What for?
Because if there's just more people in here, I sleep easier.
I like
Literally.
It. I
You,
like
it.
it.
Yeah, I'm
you
kidding
sleep
me?
easier when there's more dudes here because obviously
More people.
you're gay.
That's OL.
It's not
That's
OL.
all.
He just constantly pushes his
Oh
gay
yeah, way to
shit.
defend him, Matt.
What?
Nothing.
It's not OL. I mean, I'm just not gay.
I just know my brother, dude. I know it's awful.
Just
I know
not
it's
gay,
awful.
obviously.
It's just like Matt and Fed and Tom beat you up all the time when you're
How's your
little,
girlfriend
called you
doing?
gay. What?
How's your girlfriend?
That's
doing?
an OL.
It's not. Because he's saying I'm gay. I don't have a girl.
But you
how's
could
yours
have a
doing?
girl. But you could have a
I?
girlfriend.
How do you think I'm attractive?
You could have a girlfriend.
You think I'm attractive?
But girls always talk to you, and you have girls.
Why are you looking at me like
Ooh,
that?
OL, you have girls.
This is
OL.
virgin.
OL, you have
Virgin.
girls.
I'm just
Do
saying.
you have girlfriends?
No.
Do you have a girlfriend?
No.
Do you have girls that are interested in you?
Said
Yes.
the liar.
I heard rumors of it.
Yeah. Everyone likes
I've
talking
seen
rumors.
evidence.
Dude, if you
Curiosity killed the cat.
you could pull a Frank
Not
Ocean.
digging deeper.
What about it?
You could pull a Frank Ocean just like in your podcast in the middle, be like, oh, by the way, I've been gay this whole time.
I mean,
Ocean
I've done
blew
it
up.
like 6 times.
I mean, he could do it with his life and just finally come out of the closet.
That's another gay trucker, dude. America wouldn't even flinch.
Nah.
Little meth addle lot lizard boy, like a little boy lot lizard.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude. Did you ever get tempted
You
on the
guys
road?
are like obsessed with me doing
Did you ever get? Did you ever get tempted on the road
No. dude.
while you're going can to can? You never saw.
I'm
like, a
local.
lizard?
I mean,
I'm
dude,
not
like I'm
OTR.
totally hetero,
Not
and
OTR.
like I simp
Yeah,
out
you
the
jerk
girls.
off 11
Yo,
times a
I
day.
simp out
You're
the
so
girls.
horny for
I simp out the
girls,
girls
okay.
so hard, but like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm like everybody's making fun of Matt and Shane, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna iron their flag. That's gay.
I didn't do it for them. I did it for the Patriots who
That's
wanted
good.
that
By the
done.
way, I just thought of it. I missed a good comeback earlier. You ever think of one later?
Doesn't
Yeah, it
matter.
happens.
Don't you donate to my website? Are you a simp for me?
Huh? Yeah.
You literally pay me.
Yeah.
You are a simp.
Yes.
For me.
Yes.
Oh my god,
All
we
right,
simp
cutie.
so
I appreciate it,
hard, dude.
bud. Winkies.
Oh
Thanks,
my
cutie.
god,
Little
JK,
biggie,
LOL,
little
JK,
simpy.
LOL, dude.
Oh man,
Simp negates, dude. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast donates to War Mode. Sorry.
that's charity.
That was charity.
Yeah.
That's charity.
I mean, yo, chill. All of our listeners come from these guys.
Yeah.
Maybe chill.
You guys
Oh,
are
man.
so cool.
Can we have a friendly conversation without
About
PA?
what?
Why does it have to be nothing but
About what?
PAs, dude? I feel like I'm back in the Poconos in a wet fart cabin, dude.
Yeah, Shane burnt all of his bridges back.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the Poconos?
I went up
understand.
there with my boys this past weekend.
Like your hometown boys?
Yeah, and they don't like me. They don't like me at all.
Why?
Why?
Because I was just hitting them, just bothering
Talking
them.
that devil shit.
No,
They were
they're-
trying to
they're
golf.
golfing.
No, that's where I met him. I met Paimon in the mountains in Poconos.
See, this shit fucking legit scares me.
Obviously.
Okay.
So what happened with your golf thing? Good.
See, that's just so cocky.
That's
Now, see,
so
if you act
That's
like
an act. That's a bit. That's
Would
not
you-
him.
That's
That's
stuck
not
in the
him.
bit?
That's
this
not
is,
him.
you're being you
That's
are
him,
stuck in
dude.
the bit.
He's
Yeah.
it's Simulacrum simulation. He's been in
But
the bit so long.
I mean, is this,
I don't- the
is this the
Simulacrum
content
thing
you pay for?
is
Somebody
fucking
to come
my
on here and act like a punk? Would you continue to simp for that?
You're doing devil
So
shit
please
in my
don't.
house.
This is my. I pay this place. I keep the
off.
lights on in here.
Your mother.
Me and Payman.
Oh my god, dude.
See that thing's
I'm
glowing
done
with
with-
Payman's love.
I'm done with this, dude.
All right, I'll stop with the devil stuff. I'll stop.
Thank you.
I will stop.
Yeah, but
I
Shane
apologize.
burned all of his personal bridges.
Yeah, what happened?
What did you do?
He was disrupting the golf.
I was
games.
just a bunch
Oh,
of.
they don't fucking like
They
that.
do. They got like
I
genuinely
don't golf
mad.
either.
Oh, that's cool. They'll
a
let it go,
dude-
dude.
One of my friends wouldn't look at me.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wouldn't literally acknowledge that I was asking him questions because he got so mad that I kept hitting reverse in the cart in his backswing that he pretended I
beep?
wasn't there.
So
Does
like,
it beep?
Yeah, it stays on. It goes
Yeah, obviously.
beep, like it's a long just.
I mean,
But I would be like, "Yo, what hole is this?" He would try not to answer. Like, what hole are you
I
guys
mean,
on?
dude, you're
And
just
then
being an
not
alpha.
looking, he'd
Yeah.
be like putting his clubs and be like, 11. Like he was
I mean,
that
that's-
mad.
You didn't
No,
golf and just tug along
dude,
the whole
I
yeah,
time
he
didn't.
tugged along and
I
bothered
did.
everybody.
I followed them.
You're a goblin, dude.
Nah,
I absolutely got one. It was so fun.
I've been in Shane's situation before. They told me to stop before because balls were expensive. I was just firing
it's
them
the
into
gayest
woods.
shit you've ever. Exactly.
Yeah,
and it's like,
and-
dude,
Yeah,
And they're like,
against
"Come on,
it.
man!"
play
It's
it.
like,
one of our friends, kind of friend, literally killed himself. And
What?
that's
Oh, you're at a golf outing?
That's kind of
No.
something people joke about in this group of friends, and then you take them golfing, and they're like, "Don't, not in my backswing."
Yeah, don't fuck
oh,
with
that
that.
is some
What
low
the-
That's a
density
sad
shit.
ass
That
life.
is some low density.
No,
shit,
no, no.
I'll
It's
tell
not a
you
sad
that.
life. It's very funny, but I'm just pointing out that they joke about everything,
The
and
hypocrisy
then
of it, yeah.
only golf is the only thing I've ever seen them be serious about.
And
Ever.
dude, it's not that expensive. They were crying to me about the balls and
I
the
thought,
whole
I
like
thought
golf, time.
was expensive. Well,
Shouldn't have brought
the outfits.
Dude, I forgot we were live. God
What?
damn it.
What?
Shouldn't have brought up that one.
There,
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's other
True.
shit that's way more expensive. I went skydiving. It's expensive as shit.
Nice
Way
brag,
cooler
dude.
than fucking golf.
You went skydiving?
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. You should try it.
I did
Never
virtual
gonna skydiving.
skydiving one time.
Do real skydiving.
Oh yeah, we talked about
It's
that.
not pussy at all to go virtual skydiving.
Try the
Just
real
said a
I
thing.
mean, it's basically the real thing.
Wait,
dude.
you went real skydiving?
Yeah, me and Tom did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went.
Spud's like an outgoing.
Dude, me and Tom had an epic day where we rode motorcycles to the field and went up in a plane and jumped out of a plane.
It's pretty. Yeah,
It's pretty
both-
sick, yeah.
But that's an adrenaline pumping day.
He calls you gay.
Well, I just because
Just two
That was
dudes.
just
Did you ride on the
hyper-masculine.
back?
Yo,
no,
not
some
gonna
guy
let
was
you
on the
do
back
it.
of me. He had flip flops on. He was
I'm
in
not
the
gonna
back
let
of
you
me.
You
do
rode
that.
Tom out there?
That's
No, no.
hyper masculine.
Well,
what they
He
did.
was on my back. Yeah.
Yeah, what
True.
you guys did was just bros, dude.
Dude, when you're hanging out of the plane, fuck, it's terrifying.
That is hyper masculine to carry a man on your back of your
Yeah.
motorcycle. Just fucking.
No, in the
Oh, we
air.
had separate bikes, dude. Chill with that. That's come on, man. Come on, man. We're
True.
over the Poconos, bro.
True.
Well, what do you guys got? So, this is what I wanted to say before Bill was rude to me. Before Bill fucking accosted me again.
True.
No, I had a boss when I sold cars. One of my managers was into Hollow Earth. And I like gotten almost in trouble with my job because I was like, dude, you are a fucking retard. And he was like, you don't know. Like, he
don't.
That's
the sad part.
He was like, how do you know?
How
And I was
pissed
like,
did Freeze
"Oh."
get when we were hitting him with
Yeah.
Hollow Earth, dude?
What was he saying?
I don't understand. Why is it met with such like anger?
The crust is 4,000 miles long. We've only gone down 8. It got too hot.
Okay.
It's
I mean, we
4,000
have
miles.
a
Who are you?
There's
Like, are you guys?
Do you guys understand like radar and shit?
Yeah.
Like all of
Yeah.
that, like sonar, all that.
Yeah.
How they,
We don't know, dude.
Oh, really? Like LiDAR and stuff?
yeah,
Do
LiDAR.
you go buy stuff with LiDAR?
LiDAR is a really good
I know where
technology.
you're going
Oh,
with
okay,
this.
cool.
Yeah,
I know where
Nice.
you're going
LiDAR
with
is one of the best
I
technologies.
should look into LiDAR and see if that could.
So what's the, what are
this.
they saying? They're saying the
That's,
Earth.
you want to talk Satan? You want to talk Satan?
LiDAR?
You two evil
They
little
fly.
fuckers.
They fly over the Amazon and they can see like that there was like farming.
Yeah, if there was any
So-
soil
I got a couple land sharks in me. I'm ready to go, dude. Do you guys want to be on record? Do you guys want to be on
We're
record?
gonna be on record for anything.
Didn't
dude.
think so.
We're just talking
Didn't
about
think
Hollow Earth.
so. I'm about convictions.
What's
Not afraid.
what is-
Not afraid. LiDAR just is one of those things that from the sky you can see if any soil has been disturbed in the last 100 years.
So so who's saying the Earth is hollow and how hollow is it?
Oh,
Good. Let's
there's
get back
like
to that.
multiple dimensions where there's like reptilians and grays, and it goes down. There's
Gotcha.
the kids from
Like
the wool pit.
like Middle Earth shit.
Pretty cool, man. Whatever.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying it's weird to shit on that and then look up in the sky and be like, yeah, they have all that figured out.
Yeah.
What, the universe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they don't have it.
They have
figured
no
out.
idea.
So what's the
They're
difference?
They barely
working
know
on
what's
it.
in the
They're
ocean.
working on
What's the
having an
difference?
idea.
They actually don't. There's levels of
They
the
want
ocean.
you to look up. They don't.
There's
want you to look
levels of the
down.
deep sea they have no fucking
There's
idea.
so much of the ocean they don't know.
And dude,
Yeah,
that's the
okay.
deep sea. We're talking about below that.
The middle of the
Well,
Earth.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
they can still
4,000 miles.
surmise what's down there.
Could
I
they?
don't know.
Yes.
They
Why?
come up with a lot of juju, these scientists, bro.
So what's the classical science say? Like the crust.
That the Earth?
Crust,
The mantle,
mantle,
the
core.
core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they
They don't know that shit, dude.
No, but because they don't know what's in the outer reaches of space, there are reptiles in the middle of our Earth.
No.
Well, they
There's
search more
entire-
space and they have our own
No.
Earth.
There's entire
In our Earth's crust.
Well, it's dangerous
Guys.
digging a deep hole.
Yeah.
What about Greenland? The myths of the Vikings that were there. They all disappeared. They went north to this land of endless summer. Think about it.
When was that?
That was back like 1,000 years ago.
Really?
It's pretty cool. Check it out.
What'd they do? They went into like the hole in the
They went
Arctic?
into a hole up in the North Pole, yeah.
And that
You
then
can't go
can-
to Antarctica. Like you
You
couldn't
can.
chill. No, you can't.
No, you can. You just
can
can't go
go.
to the very center.
That's
What
what I'm saying.
happens
You
if you go to the
can't.
very
You
center?
can't go
There's a
wherever you
hole.
want.
Admiral Byrd, dude. Admiral Byrd. Military man.
What happened? He went
Very
there.
respected military man.
Yep.
He saw the hole.
He went in there. He was allowed in
Into the
because
center of the Earth and
Dude,
found the reptile.
because
He went in,
because
dude.
of his
no, he found
morality.
the giants. They were very tall.
So he
12
went in
foot
there.
Very
giants.
warm down. It's
Shit's
very warm
alpha.
in there, dude.
Shit's out.
It's dim light and it's warm. That's why I want the
trying to be
take
in the
it
center.
down
You're
a
trying to be in
bit.
the center.
I'm pretty much
You're
like
trying
an
to get to
Agartha.
Agartha.
I'm pretty much like a hobbit from Agartha. Yeah, it's no big deal.
It's actually sick.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
You should go. You should get jacked and go more elf. Or,
I really want to get jacked. I watched all the
dwarf.
Rambos the other day and I was like, fuck, I gotta get jacked, dude.
Yeah.
Rambo he was a short king.
What?
Yeah.
Sly Stallone.
How
Isn't
tall is
Sly
Sly?
Stallone
Someone's like as
short?
big as Matt, dude.
Yeah.
Is
I
he?
thought he was short.
I don't
I mean,
think
if you
so.
call him
Jamie,
that short.
Noah. How
Oh, we
tall
have
is
Jamies,
Sylvester
dude?
Stallone?
We have Jamies?
Boom.
Get the
He's
fuck
not
outta here.
5'3".
Sorry, Philly
That's
fags.
your yes man.
Sorry.
What?
Damn it.
5'10". He's fine.
Damn it, Noah, you dumbass. You made me look like an idiot.
You're absolute yes man.
Oh, dude, we have Jamies. I had no
He's
idea.
one of my familiars, dude. This is what happens.
Dude, this is not
When you
cool.
worship Paimon, men follow you.
I hear
You will have
dude.
followers.
Yeah. That'll happen if you go full bore on anything.
That's why I got rid of social media and stuff like that, dude. I don't need any
Close the
followers.
devil?
You don't need followers and shit like that.
No. Not followers
No,
like
you
that.
don't understand.
I understand that, but I'm
physical
saying
I
like,
Like
dare
Jesus.
you to
Would
watch
you say that to
Reddit.
Jesus?
what?
Would
I
you
say
say
what
something
to
like
Jesus?
that to Jesus?
What?
You don't need followers.
Yes.
How dare you? good point. What were you saying? Dare you to watch it?
I dare Bill to watch Heredity.
I'm
dude.
never watching
Or
any
Hereditary.
scary.
Why not?
or whatever
Oh,
it
if I sleep here tonight, let's watch a scary movie together.
I'll be in my room, my door locked, with my shotgun and my 9mm.
Why would you bring guns into this, dude?
I'm just saying, like, that's where I'll be. I'm not gonna be watching scary movies about the devil.
Why don't we watch scary movies together?
Dude,
fun.
Last scary movie I watched was What's the one based on a true story? The House. Fuck.
Up.
Oh,
That's why he gets paid the big bucks, dude.
Amityville.
Not Amityville. God damn it.
Conjuring.
Conjuring. Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I watched
that.
that.
Was very
Did you have a girlfriend
spooky.
at the time?
It was with a girl. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Nah.
I went to the movies with a
It
girl.
wasn't at the movies. It was down her basement.
It was with a
Was
girl.
that a girl's
I
basement?
was 15.
Sick.
I pressed my penis against her for a long time.
Yeah,
man.
you were-
I could
that was-
barely get vertical. Literally, like stand straight up when I had to walk out to the car.
Did you not know the tuck method?
Huh?
Were you familiar with the tuck method?
I mean, dude, I was just a mess.
Wait, so
My,
why are
my
you such a
balls
mess?
killed.
So were you,
Dude,
was
that
this a
happened to
little
me
bit of
one
fear?
time before, and I just had to fucking fap while I was driving. I almost drove off the road.
I've never done that.
Yo,
Oh, yeah.
you
Have
fat
you
while
done that?
driving? Yeah, I fat
Oh,
while
yeah.
driving. I used to go.
Yeah,
I used to do New York
Why?
open mics. I
Yeah.
used to jerk off on the way back every single time.
Why?
Dude, you
I
don't
just
understand
love- I
that
just-
level of
yeah.
horniness, dude.
Yeah, dude, I would just simp out. I would play porn audio and just set my phone up on my like speedometer dash and then just jerk it while I drive.
Yeah,
home.
there was a chick in high
That's
school. I
like
used to-
Mexican level porn today.
Dude, I used to
Yeah,
sleep.
that's crazy.
I used to sleep over this chick's house when I was in high school.
Dude, Mexicans love porn.
True. No one's talking
Yeah.
about how it's cartels are
It's
definitely
insane.
a plague to Mexico and phone pornography.
If
They
you
don't-
work with Mexican laborers, like at lunch, they watch porn.
Yeah. If I hit a Mexican with my Reddit, my porn Reddit, they would fuck them up.
You would kill their lineage.
Yeah, if they had that access, it would fuck them up, dude.
Yeah.
Because they were like trading JPEGs. I was like, guys, like check this out.
Yeah, that's put
You
on. That's
customize
like put
your
on a
own stream.
VR head. You got to be careful with that. It's like put on a VR
Oh
headset.
yeah, they're not ready.
Yeah, you got to work your way up to that.
They're
Yeah.
not ready for that.
Driving while jerking off is troubling.
No, not really. When you're that jammed, it's just like one thing. It's like so fast.
I used to take my time. I used to like.
All right, I was just trying to end,
I used to
end the pain.
I used to also drive fast too. When
While
I'm
jerking
jerking,
off?
when I'm jerking, I'm speeding. I can't help it, dude.
You're like that dude
Dude,
from
you're
True
like a
Detective
sicko
Season
from
3
True
that shuts all
Detective.
lights off on the motorcycle.
You're an American psycho, bro.
Dude,
Wait,
know
you would jerk
American-
off and drive fast?
I mean, it's just when I'm jerking off.
That's
it's
very
Are you
very
still
alpha.
trying to feel, man? Like, what the
Good
fuck?
lord.
This is back then.
Yeah, there's
Jesus
dude, you're like
Christ,
Paul
dude.
Wanker, dude.
You're a dark teenager.
Yeah, it was. You know, American Psycho was actually Patrick Beale based his character off of Tom Cruise.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, sorry, Patrick Bale. Christian Bale based his character off of Tom Cruise, watching a Tom Cruise interview, and was like, I just saw there was nothing behind his smile. It was just like a guy,
Like shark eyes.
shark eye
He
smiling.
is
and
an
that-
absolute psycho.
who?
Tom Cruise.
That's what Christian
Yo,
Bale based
dude,
American Psycho on.
Not
that.
to bring the mood down, but
Yeah.
fucking Travolta's talking about Scientology.
Yeah.
Travolta's bae just died.
Who?
What?
Yeah.
You totally ruined the mood. dude.
Sorry, man. Not to bring
Totally.
it down, but Travolta's
How'd she
fucking
die?
beard just died. I don't have cancer. Something weird.
Everyone's
This is she
dating.
died from lack of touch.
Yeah.
They're just massages, honey. I don't even take my underwear off.
Those boys are all coming down right now.
The Peds?
Guys
Oh, yeah.
who want to get was
Alan Dershowitz?
wait
Yeah.
Travolta was a patriot. He was just trying to go the extra mile on a massage. They were those boys were of age.
Wasn't he trying to jerk off like dudes?
No,
Wasn't he
Travolta
reaching
was
for
like-
He just
them?
wanted everyone
Like,
to
dude,
come.
when you're real jacked, like, there's guys I know that are like pretty jacked that work out, and like when they want to get massages, a girl's not strong enough to do it. They need a guy.
True.
So
And then what happens? Nature takes over.
it's just like whatever. After
That
that,
just nature takes
it's
over.
kind of what after that.
Yeah, dude.
When you saw Travolta like getting that, were you just like,
I don't even know. Like,
When you read that, did you quiver a little?
No.
When you like read the news about Travolta getting a massage and trying to like reach onto the dude, were you like,
Been there.
like were you reading it like
dude.
this is so gay? I would never do anything like this.
Yeah, you sucked my leg.
The scrutiny I faced, dude.
Were you reading about Travolta and be like, it must be so freeing? Just
He's
to take.
he's a pilot too.
Were
He
you just like,
flies.
good for you, John.
Yeah.
I should take a chance.
Just to reach,
I
dude.
could never.
Just to reach, dude. You gotta reach at least once.
Reach for what?
You get,
Reach
get
for the dick.
No, if you get
while
if
you're
you,
getting a massage.
if you're getting a male masseuse, you gotta grab his dick, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, just checking, bro. I just want to make sure you're not about that funny shit.
Dude, that's what fucking Larry Nat. Did you watch Athlete A?
It's a good move though. If you are gay,
Yeah.
just
Just
like, dude, I
checking,
want to
dude.
make sure you weren't gay. Homo. All right, good.
I think that's how
Hey,
a lot
that's
of
how it
dudes. Yeah, I think that's
starts.
how a lot of dudes start to have
I'm
sex.
pretty sure that's how.
Yeah,
it
followed by the
starts.
guy being like, yeah, I'm not going back to the massage.
Yeah.
And be like, What if I was?
I mean, being a gay.
It's like, yeah, what?
Dude, you're literally making a
I'd
gay
punch
porn
me
right
in the
now.
What if
face.
you were?
You want to talk? You want to talk being alone in the universe? It's like imagine being a 14-year-old gay kid and like all you want to do is suck all your friends and you guys are like wrestling and fucking. You're like, God, I
Bill,
want to suck
Bill
you
was hitting
so
me
bad.
with "I'm not lonely today," and his reference was
A rapist. I watched this thing called Soft White Underbelly.
Wait, huh?
I watched this thing called Soft White Underbelly, and they just interview like fucked up people, crackheads, brothel owners, shit like that.
People suffering from drug addiction. Go
No,
on.
just like like madams, all that stuff. You know about madams, brothel owners, shit like that. And the last one I watched was a
African
rapist.
trans immigrants.
Hey,
Last one I watched was a rapist.
that's hyper real, dude. It was fucking tricked me. I lost the fucking signifier.
There's no chick in there, bud.
It was like Westworld. You were in there. You're like, wait a second.
Yeah, the rapist was explaining what true loneliness was, and Spade always tries to cry about it. I was like, dude, you don't understand
I didn't mean
loneliness.
don't cry.
What's
about it.
the rapist definition of true loneliness?
Waking up with no one. No one's there. That's why
Yeah,
he was raping.
Pretty much, but like, dude, like,
Sounds like a
terrifying.
weird excuse.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of weird that like, you're like relating that to me. Like that dude knows.
I
why
didn't
he's
say, I was
lonely
like, that
because
dude's
he
real
rapes.
fucking lonely.
And I'm just, I
He's
go
a-
to
he's
get up and
he's
go
a
to work.
rapist.
What?
And
He's a rapist.
I'm
Yeah,
just
but
as
he said he
lonely
did it
as a
'cause of his
rapist.
mom. Yes.
He raped because he was mom.
Just as lonely
Yeah, his
as a
mom
rapist.
and sisters used to like touch him, and that he
That'll
said that's
fuck
the only
you
way
up.
he knew how to show affection was to rape.
God, where was he from?
Louisiana.
This is the kind of shit this sick fuck watches for like.
You
shits
don't
and
like
giggles,
fucking
dude.
like Satan joke videos, but you'll watch like a
This is
guy
what
who
happens
got
when you shut the sports
raped by
balls
his
off,
parents.
dude.
True.
What?
We were talking about that. How everyone's. I was talking
No,
on
no more
dogology
sports balls.
about
I
how
don't watch
people are
sports.
getting fucked up right now because there's no sports going on. The one dude
They're
was
in my
saying,
world.
The one dude was saying there's a lot of untapped zealotry, where like people would have they don't have like their sports shits, and then it's just like check out this political thing, and they're like,
Yeah. Well, that's how it's definitely how it's been. As
Yeah.
far as like that's my team. Now that there's no sports, they're like
All
that's
this
my
will
only
fizzle out.
team.
yeah, this is my only
My
team.
only team.
All that shit will fizzle out.
What,
Everyone
sports?
will get exhausted of being this jazzed on politics and all that stuff, and it'll just go back to normal.
Yeah, you got to figure 99% don't know what the like. I'm not smart. I'm okay, and I have no idea.
Yeah, no one has any fucking clue.
And I would not. I don't know.
Yeah.
So imagine how dumb most people. Like think of those idiots out there that are like, we need fucking socialism. What are you fucking
I'm
doing?
just saying,
He's
like,
pointing at
dumb.
himself.
Yeah, like,
I thought I saw the thumb and I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I mean, it's one of the when I hear people say things like, yeah, but that like when they talk about the, there's like news takes I'll hear every now and then. Someone like, yeah, but, and I'm like, I just heard that on the news, dude. Like,
Yeah.
how do you know that? How do we fucking know that?
welcome to talking to my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the parents are fucked.
What?
They're all just like quoting whatever they
True.
heard on CNN or Fox.
Yeah, they're fried.
That reminds me, I got some forwards.
Get some forward
I got some
emails.
dad forwards this
Oh,
week.
hell yeah,
I
dude.
haven't
I
looked
really
at
wish
them
you
yet.
guys did the father's cast. That would be hilarious.
It's coming on
If
Father's
you
Day.
could
Dude.
wrangle them.
I'll tell you what.
If you wrangle those two
That would
boys,
be-
dude.
Your dad,
Your
yeah.
dad's an interesting
Your dad
cat.
is very
That would be
funny.
funny. That'd be funny to have them on there. And
They
it's
would be They would definitely be weird towards each other.
Well,
They'd be real like.
like cavalier or whatever.
I
Yeah, but
wouldn't say
that's your
cavalier,
guys'
I'd
job
say-
as performers to loosen the mood.
They'd be
True.
very like. This is stupid.
Oh, they
Like,
would,
this
but they'd
is-
both team up pretty. They would find a.
It would just
a
be
quick-
them
Instantly.
calling you gay for the whole episode.
Yeah,
It's
basically.
true.
Which I would pay for.
But we could.
I'll simp for that.
You know what's really funny? The guy, you know the Notre Dame story where me and all my friends jerked
Yeah.
off together?
Yeah.
He's the guy that's always in these forwards.
What?
That guy's still alive.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
I can't get into that group jerk thing, man.
Yeah.
I was talking with Tom about that.
That's him. I can email him. President Trump visits Mount Rushmore. Jesus
Dude,
fucking Christ.
Did you know they're building like a fucking Indian on the back of that?
What?
On the back of who?
I can't remember who it is. Like not Geronimo.
It's got to be on the
It's
ba-
It's another Indian though.
Jackson's not on Mount Rushmore, is he?
I don't
Negative.
think so. I think it's just the fucking.
Dude,
greatest
this is
hits.
gonna bother me. It's a famous Indian though. Jamie,
Sitting Bull.
there's an Indian on the back of Mount Rushmore being carved out.
So that'd be sick.
Oh, it's
Pontiac.
fucking good.
If they make Mount Rushmore into like a battle scene carved in mountain, that'd be pretty sick.
Standing Bear.
Standing Bear. I was close.
Not iconic.
Never would have thought that one.
Yeah, it should be Geronimo.
I thought it was somebody else.
Oh, yeah, it's Roosevelt. That's who's on there. Right?
Roosevelt's on.
Is it Roosevelt?
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought
it's Washington.
George Wash,
Lincoln.
Link,
I thought Roosevelt was on it.
John Quincy Adams.
Roosevelt is on it.
Yeah, it's Roosevelt. It's Lincoln.
Teddy or Franklin?
Isn't
Teddy, yeah.
isn't Jefferson? It's Jefferson, Lincoln, Washington, Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Boom.
Damn,
Pretty good.
so
College.
Hail Paimon. That was Paimon bringing me
That was
knowledge.
college.
Paimon brings knowledge.
And familiars.
And some familiars.
So is that a big fuss right now? They're carving like a.
No, everyone was like shitting on Mount Rushmore, and they're like, dude, they're doing an Indian on the other side of it, but no one cares.
Yeah.
Eh.
Knock it down.
Yeah.
Whatever, still pretty cool.
That's pretty tight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock down a statue. I want to find one, and take one down. It'd
Maybe
be fun.
Like,
Go to a church.
Yeah, there's tons of them.
Not at a church.
I'll
dude.
come with you to the church.
I mean, dude, if anywhere, do it in a church because they're fucking the kids all the time.
Yeah.
True. True.
You want to destroy a building, do a church.
Wow.
They fuck little boys.
Yeah, that's
Price
true.
tank is very bad. Payment's in there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
The
well,
Bolsheviks
you know the
infiltrated.
Catholic Church got bailed out.
Yeah.
They got like stimulus money
Yeah, dude, they're
for
all
the COVID shit.
they're
Like no
part
one's
of the
coming to
cabal,
church
dude.
anymore. Give us money, and the government was like, fine. They gave them, I think, like some mills.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Trump denied like $500 million to Minneapolis or whatever for the riots.
And he gave the Catholic Church. He's just firing up that base, dude. That's what, dude. His base
Base
is
engaged.
his base is getting leveled right now. Once
Why?
all those geezers die, we're going full socialism. Like it's just going to happen.
Wow, dude, you say that
No,
like you want it.
It's just going to happen. There's
no,
nothing.
that comes
That's
and
a
goes.
very small majority of humans.
No, that comes
I
and
don't
goes.
think so. All of young people right now from like 20.
There's been so many waves of this.
This is what the school did
It
to
just
him.
comes and goes.
Okay.
Talk to Bill de Blasio, dude.
All right. We'll see. I'm
No,
telling
I
you.
mean, just think of the 60s.
Mhm.
Once what happens is you get out of your 20s
And you're like, oh,
and you start
fuck, I
having money
worked
and
for all this.
families.
True.
And you're like, oh, I'm not paying this tax.
Yeah,
There's people right now with kids that are even like I said.
that's all a show, dude.
Okay.
These
We'll
people are
see.
the biggest frauds known to man.
We'll see.
I believe it's a
20
show.
years prediction. We'll be. Well, that's the thing too. We'll be. I think we'll have like healthcare, basic standard of
We
living
should
stuff.
we should have health care.
Yeah. Well,
We should have health care.
It is weird.
Universal.
Heard that. What was it? What the fuck was that?
What was that?
I just
look?
figured Bill hated it. Bob.
I know.
Oh, no, we love universal health care and UBI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, all that makes sense.
Yeah.
We just
Perfect.
like things that make sense. And when things don't make sense, it gets us pissed off.
Yeah, like interest.
Like what?
Yeah.
What doesn't make sense?
Like
Interest.
weird interest, like weird
Fractional
interest on
banking
loans,
or-
fractional
yeah.
reserve banking, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Well, it's weird too though, because then it's like
Like if I give a bank $1, how come they can lend it out 10 more times? Doesn't make any sense to me.
Who's doing that?
The
Sorcerers.
banks. Yeah,
banks
Who's?
banks
The
can
banks.
lend, they
Central
can,
bankers.
well, they can lend out.
they make
time-
their own rules with the lobbies at the, they have lobbyists and stuff.
Well, I think it'll be. This is me, and I do. I think in 20 years we'll be the point where like
Hey man, I'm not gonna make it 20 years.
housing. You say don't say that, dude. You know
I know,
we're supposed to live
20
till we're like
years.
120, bro.
Maybe you guys. I'm putting miles. It's
Cheers,
not,
bro.
Yeah, miles, baby.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Hail baby.
I was with it till the hell payment, man. What the fuck?
No, you cheers.
Well, this is the thing. People defend. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm an idealist, but it's like if people put all the effort into just like securing biological necessities and then
Yeah.
chilled, that is
that mean?
possible. Like
locking
food,
down food
shelter,
and snooze.
food, shelter, all day long. Food, shelter. This,
Man, I wish
this is the,
people were on the
This is the
sniz with a
pre-symbolic. This is the
biological
pre-symbolic
necessity.
period. 'Cause dude. So it was like they used to be. You would just go ensure everyone would work together for the most part to ensure biological necessities. Come back at night. There was everyone living under a shared myth where it'd be like, "Yo, tell us again about how we're all like sky people." And like, "Oh yeah, come here, I'll check it out." And like you're like,
Or if we're
best-
even from the underground or whatever.
from the underground, anything.
Yeah.
So then but then it was like people started making stuff. And then you'd have a thing. So like in the Middle Ages, it would be, you'd grow all the stuff you need. You'd make all the stuff you need. If you had a teeny little bit extra, you could sell that for like a cool trinket, and that was it. And then it became just making shit for the sake of making shit, and then hoarding money.
Well,
So-
yeah, because then they invented agriculture, and then you didn't have to like roam around. You could just sit there,
Yep.
and then
And all this
Then there was a-
consumer
and
shit
then
wasn't
you
You're
could
talking
make
about
50s.
rent seekers.
you could make enough.
Yes.
Rent seekers are the problem.
You can
That's
make
what
enough
Weinstein
food
says.
to have people create things like art,
Sure.
things like that.
Yeah. But you
So-
you could do that if you were securing your biological necessities as well.
This whole shit that is happening right now has already happened before, though.
What?
Like all this, like fucking weird, like hyper feminism and hypersexuality,
Sure.
and let's fuck whoever we want and
Yep.
be whatever we want.
But the
Nah,
state,
yeah,
it's not
see.
subversive anymore. The state's pushing this.
yeah,
That's why I think it's
True.
going to kind of win
Yeah,
out.
this
We
is
need
probably
a
the
fucking
first time.
strong
The
party.
state's pushing this. Dude.
Yeah, but dude,
Yeah.
that Black Lives Matter shit of them making them into trannies, fuck that.
What do you mean?
Fuck that shit about like how
That
they
sounded like a land shark
they're
sentence.
they're pushing fucking black trannies everywhere. They want to cut their balls off, dude. Fuck that.
Oh, so they're
Whoa.
trying to make that synonymous.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that, dude.
that's
We
weird.
need black dudes, strong ass black dudes.
Strong
Where the fuck
men,
are
dude.
they?
Where
Show
are
the
they?
fuck
They
up.
want weaklings.
Yeah, they want them to be like, oh yeah, just trans it out. Don't worry about it.
Well, I think that's just trying to like hit your show on the hottest ticket in town. You're
What
like
do you mean?
trans, yeah, because right now it's like the Black Lives Matter thing's the biggest, most discussed thing. So you're like, don't forget about trans, and people are like, just hitching onto the card.
But the people who
Dude,
run it
what
are,
a stronger card though if you're just promoting the black family.
Yeah.
Strong as fuck.
Well, that gets into.
I mean, dude, this is subversive Marxist bullshit. When you get into trans stuff and the weird sex stuff, then it's the Bolsheviks.
Marx is only strictly worried about production.
I guess, dude. But
Yeah, no, you didn't read it?
That's why I read Marx. That's why
Manifesto?
Jean Baudrillard.
Didn't.
What?
You didn't get to the chapter on trans.
Well, Marx
About
is
the proles,
on trans.
about the bourgeois.
yeah, and when the bourgeois
Yeah, it's
balls,
and on
dude.
trans. That's true.
Yeah, they're trying to destroy the family, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
they
very
did.
evident that they're
They
doing
did.
that right now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like right now, we're in an epic battle right now in terms of like what we're going to bow to symbolically.
yeah.
Because
I saw a fucking
there's-
dude walking down the street with a dress on this morning when I was driving to work.
Yeah.
How'd that make you feel?
Fucking.
I
pissed
didn't like
off.
it
I did
much.
not
I said,
like it,
get
dude.
some pants on.
Some
Because they're not,
dude
they're
could've
not
been a
doing
regular
it.
ass dude.
Yeah, they're not doing it because of their actual feelings. Though they're doing.
How do
it
you know,
because
Bill?
And it's like, dude,
They're
get on the
fucking losers.
sidewalk.
Look at them. They're doing it
Get
just
on
to
the
call.
You're
sidewalk.
calling transgender people losers?
The fucking dudes who don't even try to look hot.
True. That's fair.
If you're
was a
walking in
dude.
5 o'clock shadow,
was a dude
suck
with
my
a buzz
dick, you an
cut.
attention whore.
This was
I
a dude
agree.
with a
He
buzz
probably
cut and
would.
a
I
fucking
agree.
dress.
Yeah, that's.
I disagree.
Look, I'm going to say something. If you're going to do something, you got to put your all. into
Exactly.
it.
Chop your bird off. I'll shut the fuck up. If you want to be a girl,
How's
take
Billy's
your dick
levels,
off.
Lemaire?
Would Caitlyn?
We have to hit a trans setting for
Would
Billy.
Caitlyn Jenner cut his balls off, please? Then we'll shut the fuck up.
Caitlyn,
Bro.
what the fuck? I'm just making sure you're not peeking. That's all, dude. This is audio technical.
This is
stuff.
peak T right here, dude.
You get
Miss me
fired
with
up.
that shit. That's
Yeah.
goofball shit.
I saw a dude with a
Walk
buzz
around in
cut.
sundresses
You can't-
with dick and balls.
Not sundress. It's more of an evening gown. It's
You're
way more
only
of an
getting
evening
worked up
gown.
about it because you think it's hot.
And also jewelry.
That's
like
projection.
I'm not
costume
projecting
jewelry.
at all. I'm saying.
But this is what they're pushing. If I say this, most people will be like,
Matt,
oh,
if
that's
I
so
look
bad.
at that, if I look at that at night, what does that have to do with what I'm talking about right now?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about like if I look at that
No, you're
on a porno.
You're
If
talking
you
about
look
what does that
online
have
at
anything to do
the
with it?
boys,
wait, hold
What
on.
does
now.
that
he's
even have to do
saying
with it?
if he's saying he can actually you criticize it when you see it in the street.
Yes.
But then you go home like a little sex pervert and
Yeah.
masturbate to that guy popping that sundress off and getting railed.
Yeah, but you're talking different levels.
Different levels, yeah.
Hotter.
You're
Just
talking
he's slightly hotter.
Bankers
I'm
Club.
talking
You're talking
I'm
Bankers
talking-
Club versus
True.
fucking
Little Grey Goose.
Grey Goose.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you're also
Talking-
talking about one looks overtly way more feminine. the other
Talking
one
Matt with a
looks-
buzz cut and an evening gown and some
Pretty hot.
costume jewelry.
Trust me,
and
I,
some
I
gloves.
see them. I see them a lot in New York. Like
But
for real,
to
just
sit there and
every
like,
day.
put on your goggles, but
And I'm all
this is
for it.
normal.
This is the new normal.
It's not normal.
Well, it only is if you even think about it. That's the thing.
What do you mean?
So you can't control a person's actions. All
Yeah.
you can control is your
Yeah.
reaction. to
But
a
they're
person's
doing
action.
it. They're doing it to try to fit in. Like, dude, this
What?
shit. They're trying to fit in with all their weird friends, dude. Go to West Philly.
Yeah, but
This-
like
they're doing this for attention.
that doesn't affect you none.
It does when you start fucking
Start
pushing on
getting
everyone
hard as
else.
fuck. They're not pushing on
Dude,
anyone.
I'm
They're
just
pushing
saying,
it on
like,
everyone right
Matt,
now.
like you're saying you're in a YouTube hole. You understand my YouTube holes.
Sure,
I don't
absolutely.
even have YouTube holes. I have BitChute holes. And I'm fucking driving to work, and
Sure.
then out of nowhere, there's a dude with a buzz cut with a dress on.
You're getting triggered.
I mean, dude, I'm about to turn into him. I'm about to take care of
Yeah,
this
you're reading
right
it. You're listening. You're watching like 4 hours on LiDAR at
now.
Treblinka.
I'm sitting there like the Bolsheviks.
Yeah, it's just
It's a weird thing to push on people and just say you can't say anything against this or you're a horrible person.
but you can completely ignore that. It's
But
there-
the thing is, when you ignore it, it keeps on coming.
Nobody's
well, it's because
psyched.
it's a valid hero system. These are men who have entered the marketplace and were just rejected early on. So now that's how they're going to gain their. That's how they're going to win. It's
Stop
being-
that. Don't fucking promote that.
Well,
That
you
is
got to be a little
promoted.
more friendly. If you were to accept these guys,
Also,
you
yeah,
know,
if everybody accepted them entirely, they'd go away.
no one would give a fuck. If you're like, "Sup, nice dress, you look hot." If you started Wolf, be like,
I should
"These
start
True.
guys-
You
catcalling.
should
Exactly.
catcall.
If you start
Start
going like,
catcalling those boys.
all you have
with
flipping the
the
dress up.
fingers,
dude,
dude,
Billy,
yo.
if you were just like be like, part of putting on that on is getting like people be like, "What the fuck?" If you're just like, "Whatever, cool," it goes away, dude.
It's not going to go.
When you have your kid one day, when you have your kid, because I know you want to have a family.
Yeah.
You just go, son, like, Dad, what are they doing? I'm like, son, I don't understand it, but
That's goofball shit.
It's God's creation, and we just.
But you can't be on a public
That's
platform
what I'm saying.
criticizing
If Bill
that.
has kids, he's going to be cursed with trans.
True.
If Paimon has his way,
Dude,
I mean,
he might be cursing your balls.
I might
right
conjure
now.
Paimon just
He might
to
be
make sure
cursing
you
your
have
balls
nothing
right
but
now, dude.
trans
You might be
kids.
fooling you with a tran.
Ew, Bill, come on, man.
It really, dude. It will be funny 30 years from now when nobody's gonna care about any of this stuff at all.
Yeah.
So it'll be one of those things where people are just like,
That's what I'm saying.
Who
Is
gives
this
a
dude
fuck?
still going to
Yeah,
be wearing
dudes
a
wore
dress?
dresses and everybody got mad.
Is this dude still going to be wearing a dress? I don't think
That's
so.
what I'm
bud.
saying. Well-
I don't think so, bud.
all depends. It depends how. I mean, again,
I think transgenders have been around for a while.
long time.
Sure, man.
But again, I hear what you're saying. You get people who are just trying to like steal valor, basically.
Yes.
This dude's stealing valor.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's
I know what
just
you're
you with a
talking
buzz cut, dude.
Yeah, that's stealing valor, and I'm not
Yeah.
with that. I'm like I said, if you're going to do something, go all the way into it. But again, you got to start somewhere, dude. Trans enterprise has to have
Shave.
every humble beginning.
Yeah.
That's the easiest place to start. Shave.
Who are you to tell someone? Who are you to tell a beautiful woman to shave her beard, dude?
It's not hard.
Well, no, this is the hyper reality
this is
shit,
great,
dude. This is when you go start doing all this weird stuff of being like, there's no biological sex isn't real, and it's like, all right, let's slip off into the matrix. It's like, what are we doing here? And it's like, I'm a guy in a dress, dare you to say something. And you're like,
Fuck,
I can't
dude.
say anything because
Yeah.
we're making new rules as we go, and none of us know what's going on. Dude, this is hyper reality, dude. Welcome to it. The only way out of it is going back to your biological necessities and getting rid of your symbolic quest for never-ending self-incorporation and
Or
expansion.
we could rent a house in the Outer
Yeah.
Banks, drink land sharks, and it all
Yo,
goes away.
that's as sick as it gets, dude. Drinking land sharks on the beach with your boys as the sun goes
I mean,
down.
dude,
There's
that's
no divas down there with buzzes.
Ain't no
dude.
divas with buzz.
True.
It's just families.
Yeah.
I just want to bring back the
I'm
family.
talking ham and cheese
You can have- you can
sandwiches
have
on
fa-
the beach.
Your-
We're
your
fishing
son
for
can-
bluefish.
True.
We're going in the bay.
True. This could all happen. Too. That's the thing too. If people completely unplug from the news and the national
I did that.
discourses, you seem pretty fired up, bro.
I don't have any social media.
Are you gonna
So
vote?
you're out
for
here.
Trump?
So you're
Yeah.
just bird dogging.
Obviously. What do you mean?
Are you gonna vote for Trump?
Of
Yeah.
course. Of course.
You're out here just
Again.
bird. You're just bird dogging IRL dudes in dresses. You're
That
spotting-
was, that was
You're
me,
driving.
dude.
First of all,
That
you're
was
driving
me
a
this
truck.
morning. That was me this morning.
Well, they
You're
should
confusing
know
me.
if you're a dude wearing a dress, you got to watch out for truckers.
Ours on the table for
You
that.
got to watch out for truckers. 'Cause that's not fair to a good trucker.
I'll pull the
So
dress.
it's like,
You're trying to just make it to work and back without doing some disgusting sexual act.
I don't want Satan in
So
my
you don't
cab.
need. You don't need.
he was
tempers.
talking about getting his Class A today. He thought he could go across the
What
country.
class A? You're gonna go cross country?
You
Motherfucker,
can't,
I'll drive
do it,
circles
dude.
around
You
you.
couldn't get in a loading dock to save your life.
It's McCusker Curse, dude.
Yeah,
We
dude,
can't
you
make
can't
it past
paint.
McCusker Curse. We can't make it past the Mississippi. We're the best truckers in the tri-state area. We can't make it. Uncle Jim got fucked. He got dropped off in Sioux City.
I don't know if I could trust you going across the country, dude.
I
Those
don't
lots.
trust you
Oh,
with
dude,
your life.
it's tight.
and your
I've
lifestyle.
never paid for pussy in my life.
The lots, the
Well, you've
motel.
never
does that
driven
mean?
across.
Huh?
You've never driven.
what?
I'm just saying, I got people yelling at me saying I'm going to do these certain
Because
things.
that's
when
what
I
you're
go live.
repressed. You're bottled up.
I'm not bottled up.
I'm a-
Well, I've
I'm
never
a
paid
dude.
for it either, and I'm also not bottled.
I'm a lit
Yeah.
dude. I'm an empty firework, dude. I blasted my fucking gunpowder,
Yeah,
dude.
dude. There's
You can
nothing
send me
left of
across
me, dude.
country now. If you're a fucking shook bottle.
I'm a shadow of a man, dude.
You're a fucking shaking up can of Pepsi, dude. You're gonna go across country.
True.
You're gonna freak.
You're a
dude.
bottle rocket.
They're gonna be on the CB radio, be like, "Oh, fuck me." You're gonna be white knuckle
Oh,
on that
yeah,
wheel.
dude.
Some guys are like, "I'm gonna cut your fucking
Yo,
head
Bill,
off."
you're shaking your head now. They're going to be saying this shit, and your dick's literally going to be getting bigger.
Yeah,
than
dude.
pants.
Bill, you're gonna get hard.
Yeah.
Bill, you're gonna get rock hard. Listen to the other truckers, the dudes
Yeah.
coming on.
Oh yeah, they're gonna freak.
Be like,
I'll
breaker
cut the
bigger
radio.
19.
I hear those
You
little.
can't cut the
Snapchat-
radio if you're in a
Fucking
truck.
can't.
You can't
You
cut
cut?
the CB.
We don't have a CB radio in any of our trucks.
That's because you're
That's
not
why
going
you guys are
across the country.
local, dude. You're
local,
not out
dude.
crossing the
If they
Mississippi
start that
trying to.
goofy shit, it's go, whoop.
You can't
Turn
turn
off.
this. Yo,
Nah,
Bill.
dude.
Bill, I'll joke about anything on this podcast. I'm not gonna joke about turning off the CB
For all
cross
the
country.
motherfuckers.
No, you're
Yeah.
exactly right.
But I mean, dude. After
Show me your license.
How long will this country
Show
last?
me your license.
I'll
3
drive
days, Matt. 3 days.
3
is the
days.
answer to
How
your
long will this
question.
country last without
Yeah.
truckers? 3 days.
And you know what
I
fuels
say
those
two.
truckers?
What?
The fact that they have empty balls every once in a while,
Yeah.
making good decisions
And
on the
Jesus.
road.
And
So
Jesus.
Yeah.
you want to get out on the open road? And you don't
I
think you're
didn't
going
say
to
that.
drain your balls
We were
into
You
a
just
just
guy?
said you could do it. You just
I
said
just
you
said
could
I
do
would like to get my Class A.
You don't think you're going to drain your balls into a guy's ass
it. Oh my
on the
god.
road, dude?
Bill's kind of sex doesn't get naturally wet.
Yeah. Like, why, dude?
You don't think
know,
you're going to
dude.
drain into a guy?
I'd hope not, dude.
I drove
I
across
get
country.
shit just because I say dudes would have better kids.
Just
What?
two dudes
mean,
together having
yes.
kids
That's
together?
beyond gay.
That's not beyond
Say
gay.
that in
but
the
think about
CB,
it.
you're going to find a mate.
Oh yeah. Somebody's gonna try to make that happen.
If you think about it, it makes sense though.
You're gonna, be like,
You're gonna find that guy.
Dudes don't sit there and do makeup before they go out. We're just naturally better looking than women.
that is a good point.
That was just God dapping us up. Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You think you're
I
hotter than
mean,
women?
Men are definitely, we don't wear makeup.
Hold on, men are what? Finish the sentence.
Hotter than women, yes.
Okay.
I'm looking at it from
Good
a
luck.
God. I'm
Good
looking at
luck,
it from a
dude.
God level.
Good
dude.
luck, dude.
I'm looking at
you're-
just God level.
You're a
Like,
simp for dudes.
Yo,
Yeah.
someone check
He
your
simps
phone.
for dudes.
Check your phone. They might have just given you a class A. That's how you get it.
Yeah.
Like,
This guy will go across the country, no problem.
Damn.
Wait till he hits
if you
Missouri.
think, I can think about it because I'm not gay. I can sit there and look at
You're
it.
going to
and be
fill
like,
up in Missouri. You're going to get a fucking...
oh,
girls
dude.
have to wear makeup
You're
all
going
the
to get some
time.
diesel
Dudes
in the
don't.
truck,
No, they
some
don't.
cum in the butt.
Girls wear
Spade knows
makeup.
what I'm talking about.
Girls wear makeup because they know it gets a red-blooded American like me, Randy.
Exactly, you're right.
Damn, your makeup's so fucking hot, babe. I love that shit.
Your makeup looks good. I like the way you put on a ton of eyeliner. You look like you're Egyptian.
Makes you look mysterious, and that gets me fucking going.
Anytime
Where's my
you-
brother? I don't know. He's in a truck somewhere.
Your eyelids are blue? I'm hard. Sorry. Oh, that's
Well, dude,
Bill.
I
Bill's out back.
am a sucker for eye makeup.
Yeah, makeup signifies sexual, like it signifies them being like blush, which I don't know if you ever made love to a chick, her cheeks turn red.
Dude, the way he said that, he knows you never did.
Have you ever made love to a woman, Bill?
No, I'm a virgin.
Oh, you little sneak, dude.
What?
Hand me the cold one, you dirty rat.
This kid's
You're
a
a
pro.
pig.
This kid's a pro.
I see a
This kid's
payment.
a pro.
I see a payment, dude. That's an absolute payment.
I made him with the warmest beer in the
I
bucket.
want those too, dude. He tried to keep the cold one for
Look at his
himself.
eyes, dude. He's
Classic
straight up
payment. This is a
He's
payment.
straight up evil.
This is what I get for being small. This
Oh,
is what I
yeah,
get for
dude,
being
don't do that
unattractive.
dumb shit with you
This
being
is that
small.
sex pest shit. Oh,
Yeah.
Seth Simons. Oh, dude, give him another foot.
Yeah,
You're not a sex pest anymore,
Are
dude.
you defending Simon?
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Give him another 8 inches. I'm talking height, not unit.
Dude, you give him a couple of inches, he's not writing comedy blogs.
Exactly. He's not
He's
a sex
out.
pest.
He's
Thinks
programming.
Short people have it worse than black people.
Definitely.
On record.
Lemaire.
Yo, Lemaire. Sorry.
Lemaire,
bro.
you're short and black.
He's not short.
How tall are you, Lemaire?
5'7".
There you go.
Pretty
Taller
short.
than Spade.
I mean, would
Damn, I
like
think
to
you and
see
Darren
it.
Sproles have the same frame.
I mean, but look, you can't count Lemaire because he's like a unit for 5'7". He's fucking huge.
Yeah, Lemaire's a unit
yeah.
and deceptively athletic, which is funny.
Lemaire,
Well, I
what's,
guess
what's
it's
your
not.
best?
Deceptive.
What's your best game?
I'm like, what?
I take that back. He's pretty unathletic.
I beat Shane at basketball.
What?
Oh no, no,
What?
No, he can't. He said he could.
Dude, how the fuck did he beat you at basketball?
No, he didn't. He claims he could.
That's a threat.
How did you not swat him down?
Last time I saw him, I grabbed a basketball, took him outside. There was no court. There was no hoop.
So
But
you
I
guys just did
Likely
drills.
story.
No, I just posted him up and said, "This is what would happen."
Yeah,
outside on the
this is
corner,
what for real
and a
would
black
happen,
lady
yeah.
walked by and was like, "Ooh!" She was on the phone. She saw me posted up. Lemaire was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
dude.
these motherfuckers are playing now." She's like, "Hold on." And then me and then I just
Lemaire's
quick
fadeaway
fucking-
jump would have to be unreal to beat
was-
Shane, dude.
I got moved.
Lemaire, I know that you don't, dude. And I felt so. I remember that. That was a fucking OL.
What?
Oh,
That was
it's
a hard PA.
backing someone down without a
Well,
rim.
no, fucking Lemaire coming up to you and being like, "I would kill you in basketball."
Yeah.
I would.
Lemaire, I bet any amount of money that
There's
I
a
beat you
court
was.
right down the
I
street.
we
mean,
can
that's
settle
like
it. Guys,
me
now's
saying
not
I
the
would
time.
beat Shane at basketball.
Now's not the time.
Why?
Couple
we're
fucking
land sharks.
land
You
sharks,
Goofed
dude.
off.
Yeah.
We're having fun goofing, trying to make you money, boy.
This is what it's
Trying to
supposed
keep you
be.
out of the gay truck, dude. I'm trying to get you some followers.
This is what it's supposed to be, man.
What?
This is what it's supposed to be, minus the payment stuff. Just land sharks, cheers,
Guys,
minus the
having
payment
fun.
stuff. Minus the payment stuff.
Non-sexually.
Yes.
Guys having fun, dude.
Loving makeup, loving girls.
Also, no
Loving
payment.
makeup, dude. Makeup does get me going.
Oh fuck.
No
dude.
makeup.
Blowjobs?
Also, no makeup gets me going.
No
What's
makeup,
a pretty lady.
even
I like
beyond.
a good no
Yeah,
makeups with
true.
some freckles.
Ooh.
No makeup with some freckles.
Dude, why
Some
are you
good
saying
Irish
stop
fat.
what the fuck you're doing
Stop
right
with the
now.
freckles, dude. You get
Stop
me.
what the
Yeah,
fuck
see,
you're doing
this
right
is
now.
gay.
I know what you're
This
doing.
is
Why?
gay.
He comes at
He's
our
getting me-
sister,
He's
dude.
getting me.
No,
Yeah,
my
dude.
sisters have freckles. I'm not trying to fuck.
You
my
constantly
sister.
tell me that you're going to marry my sister.
I never said anything
Who,
like
Yes,
that.
you did.
Who, Mara?
Mara, yeah, he said he's going to marry Mara.
Yeah, dude, I told you.
I mean,
told you. We
He's,
got
he's proposing.
Mark's kind of hot now.
I'm gonna
I mean,
ask
she's
you.
not little anymore, guys.
True. How old is Mara?
I have no idea.
I mean,
How old
dude.
is Mara?
Mark's
He's
kind of
asking
hot
for a
now,
hand
dude.
in marriage.
What if I asked for her hand? I can take care of her.
Say no.
This is a noble man that
It's not.
provides.
It's a
He
man who went
provides.
the other way, dude.
What
What are you
other
talking
way?
about?
With Paimon.
Yeah, the
Paimon
payment
is
shit
great.
needs to stop.
She could join me. She could be at
What-
the altar.
What's the
no,
guy's
no, no.
name from
No,
This
no,
I
no.
Know Is True? What's the guy, the grandfather's name?
Oh yeah, the guinea. I can't remember.
Salvatore or something
Yeah.
like that.
That's how you should come to the house and just be like,
Some ultimate
demand.
ginned out name.
I'm at your house to just get my ass kicked. Your dad would fuck me
You're scared
up.
of the power.
No,
That
my
is
dad's
the
been
comp-
trying to
Your
set it
dad
up.
would fuck me up.
No, my dad's been trying to set
I
it
mean,
up. My
dude,
dad wants Mara to marry
honestly,
you.
not to be weird, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
that would rule. That would rule.
My
Come on,
dad's
bud, you could be my little
Mars
brother.
pretty cool.
Dude, my dad
You're
and
my
all of
little
his
brother.
friends married sisters.
Yeah.
My
did
dad
see
and his
that.
top boys all married the same set of sisters, dude.
Hey man, looks like Shane's
Kind of
positive.
alpha, dude. Just keeping the family. I only want you to date my sisters.
It might be time to
my
make Shane one of the
girlfriend's sisters.
familiars, dude.
True.
I did pray to Paimon for some familiars. Perhaps your sister has been brought to me
Stop talking like
by
that.
Paimon on a
Saying,
camel.
Dude, if you saw the
With
movie,
that
you'd be freaking
cadence.
the fuck out
Oh.
right now.
No, it was funny though going to the compound and like being around Mara, and I was telling him like, yeah, it's not that funny. Joking about it now. I'm like around her, like, no, I don't need a cake bite, thank you. I'm like, dude, do you think she knows that I've joked about this? Like,
There's nothing wrong with saying you want to marry someone you like.
I don't even know her. I don't even know
How
her.
cool would it be if we went back to arranged marriages?
I think it'd be awesome.
That
Be
would be
fucking
sick.
sick.
I think it's a
Yo,
good
I'll
idea.
give you Slam and Sarah Sosa. You get my, you get my one sister, dude.
I wouldn't take him.
You have to.
I choose a life of celibacy.
I mean,
you would go
that's
protect
pretty
the,
much
you
what
protect
they
the
did.
wall.
Guys
Priesthood.
like you back in the day.
Guys like you would definitely join the priesthood.
Yeah,
I would
that's
go to
what
the
they
wall.
did.
We'll
You
get
go
you
to
the
the wall.
priesthood.
Yeah.
You're having a rough time. You came out swinging. You were simping Shane. You were hitting them. And
Call me a simp, dude.
Tables turned, dude.
Now
no
you're
turn.
being called gay.
I get called gay every day by Spade on the phone.
Yeah, that's pretty much my
What's
thing.
wrong with that?
What?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with
pretty
it.
much my thing. You got bust
It's just
out.
projection.
What's
No.
your attack?
There's no attack.
Projection?
Yeah.
Dude, I've never gone full gay. I just look at those trap things on the fucking Reddit.
That's actually they found that's more hetero.
Ah, dude,
No,
so
that's
much
good.
more
No,
hetero.
no,
That's written by
yes.
the guy who wrote an entire
So
book just to
much
say
hetero.
that tranny point is
And that's every once in a while. It's not even like a main thing.
No,
the
it's
problem
not-
is if you're super hetero and you see anything that even looks resembling like a female shape, you can't help. Obviously, first of all, if you're super
obviously,
hetero,
but like you're not gonna beat off to it, dude.
if you're super hetero, so you
Dude,
be
you
okay.
Once
can't
you put your dick in
control-
your hand and start jerking it
You
to a
can't
guy
control what's
with
going
tits,
on in the
that's
middle
gay.
of
That's
that.
no, that's just self-control stuff. It's like if you have to fight the
That's
urge.
no
if you have to-
self-control.
No, here's the
Matthew,
thing. If you're
can
alpha,
I stop you there?
please, please.
Now, a minute ago, like you just said, like if you're super hetero, if you see anything resembling a woman, you want to fuck it.
Sure.
Could the same thing be said about like younger girls that are kind of resembling a woman?
I know a brothel owner that had a,
talking about,
a 21 and up
about
policy.
young?
I'm saying about
Talking
young.
pedos, bro?
So basically,
No, because this is the problem. I'm an alpha, so I just want to protect them. So like if I see you're young,
that's how I feel
Yo,
about.
Matt,
are you okay?
That's how I feel about the traps.
you want to
Because I
protect
know
them.
truck drivers like Bill are out there. Any moment could snap and beat them to death. And
Dude, how about that one training
You
guy?
made me touch my dick.
Dude, that one training guy, his
You
legs
cannot
chopped off,
walk
dude.
from this. What? Sorry.
don't call me a simp, dude. It'll be an hour of hell.
This isn't bad.
Woo! You're mad. That's okay.
Okay.
No, but yeah, that's my thing. If I see like my brain just
Dude, there was that
calculates,
tranny in
like,
Philly. This dude was banging a tranny in Philly.
oh, dude, this is a crazy case. Yeah.
Banging a tranny in Philly.
Yep.
No one knows what happened, but maybe he spurred, killed her, and cut her legs off.
Yep.
Threw her
Cut her
legs in the
legs
river.
off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then took the saw home and left the saw at his house like a fucking genius.
Oh, he got caught.
Well,
Yeah.
he's hiding right now.
Side him.
Where's he hiding?
They think
In
Atlanta.
this room?
They think
Yeah,
Atlanta.
that's a bad place to hide. That's
Chill,
a bad
chill,
place.
chill,
Huh?
I would never cut someone's legs off.
Yeah, especially well if you're like
You would
a
fuck a trap.
She would be sleeping in Spade's bed.
that's like a scary. That's like if you're like that's like if you're wanted by the SEC going to Wall Street, dude. You can't go to Atlanta if like you're like trying
Yeah.
to duck. If you're like cutting
Dude,
off,
actually, I think that the girl.
it's like the worst place you
So
could have
there's
went
a
to.
dude. There's a dude that got, there's a dude that's on the hook for this,
Yeah.
and he has a wife and kids.
Mm.
The wife might have found out that he was doing this shit with the train. The wife might have killed the train, cut the legs off, and framed him.
So he
doubt
fucking
it.
Lieutenant
Get him
Dan
back.
to fucking.
Sounds like
Doubt it.
Think about that.
I highly doubt that, dude.
I'm
They-
just saying, throwing it out there, man.
their
I'm trying to
their
save
option
him.
is just to like find out, divorce you, and take all of your stuff.
Hey,
they're not gonna,
man,
like,
You don't
chop
know the
someone's-
rage of a woman when they find out
True.
you're doing that weird.
I
That's
heard
the
I
we-
heard of
That's
someone.
doing the weird.
I heard of someone recently who got busted, who got T busted. Someone
if you
called,
guys
someone
fuck
called
with
a
the
T
wit-
out. Someone's girlfriend. It was like I heard about this, kind of through the grapevine, that someone got busted, like T'd out. Like they looked up the numbers,
Wait,
checked the
who
ads.
got busted? I mean, how did they
Just
get busted?
it was just someone who. So they were like under suspicion for cheating.
I mean, how would they even get busted?
You're having your Snapchat Crystalia moment. Yeah. No, apparently they were the person was suspicious that their betrothed
Where are my
wasn't
sunglasses?
faithful.
My future's too bright.
They were suspicious they were being cheated on, so they looked up the the numbers and who this person was contacting. Saw the ads, saw who it was, saw what they were about.
Morty.
Yeah, and it was got confronted pretty publicly about it. Kind of a nightmare. Having your girl stumble across that must be the ultimate M. Night Shyamalan plot twist.
I mean, dude, you already have a girl. Why ruin it?
Yeah.
What?
You already have a girl. Why ruin it?
That's how you know. That's how you know it's not a problem. When you have a girlfriend, you're like, well, this is not worth risking it, and you just go, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fucking.
That's the ultimate
perversion.
It's a perversion when you're alone. It's a perversion when you're alone.
Yeah.
You put the real thing in your face. Yeah. Why was I even looking at? Why do I have a phone?
It's like, oh yeah, I was so head. Yeah, exactly. Good point. You're kind of gay for the stay of loneliness.
Have you ever been in a longer relationship?
I don't know. I only made 2 years.
You're gonna want that phone.
I've only made 2 years. Yeah. I don't know
want
what
that
long.
phone.
Your phone
You're
girlfriend.
talking about long distance.
You're gonna want a little phone girlfriend.
Long distance.
Yeah.
Well, it's even.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to fucking.
Mine's a phone
dude.
nurse. But the problem is when you're.
You're gonna want a dude to meet at a motel. If you stay with a girl, if you're in a relationship of 2 or more years, you're eventually gonna want to fuck a guy in a motel.
Like a dominant daddy situation.
Yes.
What is happening?
If you're a true alpha, you become a dominant daddy.
Really?
I think dude, if you Tom,
So that's totally cool.
Really?
it will be funny that we're all kind of circling around this. In 30 years, all of our kids will just be like sucking dudes. No problem.
What are you talking about, dude?
What kind of nasty bullshit is that from a father?
That's junk. That's what you guys call junk,
dude. In 30, maybe our grandchildren are to be like,
Oh,
my
if you're
grandpa's worried about gay
Maybe
stuff.
that's why the social memory
your fantasy
complex is like,
Bolshevik
you know what,
thing happens.
chill,
If your
I'm
fantasy
kids.
Bolshevik thing
It's not my
happens,
fantasy, bro. I mean, I
seems
wish.
like it.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think they'll really
You need a
last.
strong group of individuals to come and knock all that shit off.
It's already
Yeah,
happened.
like Nazis.
No.
It's already happened.
But I mean, they.
It's already happening where there's I've heard dudes who will be like, I made out with a
never
guy.
even did that last part.
Yeah. I've heard if they just had a strong military, didn't kill all the Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Then
got
they
rid
would
of
have
all that
rocked.
weird.
They were. That's why he was
They
Time
got all
Man of
that
the Year.
weird. They got rid of all that weird shit.
1938.
Yeah.
No, it's
They
36.
could have done a lot better, if they weren't using all those resources militarily. If they're like, look, we need more resources. They're like,
The
I mean,
space-
I'm not
I think
an
they had-
expert
they had some
on
bad-
historical geopoliticals, but
Somebody at the top of.
what?
Never mind.
Yeah.
It's just funny that their war machine. They were like, we need gold teeth.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
yeah.
It is. Guys,
You guys are falling to hyper reality.
What hyper reality?
Just the representations.
Is that like the
online
realest
world.
they can get?
No, it's realer than real. It's super
Payman's
normal.
the realist.
It's super normal stimuli.
Payman's realer than all
It's
the.
weird with
For real,
the demons,
the Hollow
dude.
Earth, the fucking denials of certain historical events that I won't say, but
The Armenian genocide.
yes.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys deny the Armenian
Do
genocide.
you know any Armenian genocide truthers?
It's so funny that you could actively be like,
Like bullshit.
Armenian genocide's fucking bullshit, and everyone would be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
What are those guys like?
It's just so
Italians?
weird how the Armenians don't control the media.
aren't
God damn it.
what are Armenians? Aren't they like Italians in the desert?
They're just like super
Yes,
hairy.
they are desert
They're
Italians.
desert
They're the
Italians.
most hairy.
They are hairy. Something about the desert.
Really?
Hairy
you got to
as
keep the
motherfuckers.
scorpions off you.
True. I
Yeah,
killed a
good point.
scorpion. I killed a scorpion in March, dude.
No, you didn't, for real?
I did.
How?
Killed it with a stick, dude. I fucking.
I don't think I've ever seen a scorpion in real life.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen
Was it
big
big?
spiders.
No. It was like this.
Shit.
It is scary, though, the way they move.
Yeah, it's-
You ever
at
see one of those
Stanhope's?
boys?
Terrifying.
Yeah,
Hell
I killed
no.
a scorpion at
Oh,
Stanhope's.
okay.
It was
Did you
sick.
really?
Although me and Stanhope were hammered, and he like went out and sprayed it with a bunch of chemicals, like you do when you see like bugs.
Scorp spray.
And then he started feeling bad because it was clearly like
To abuse.
it's just a weird thing. It was just like bad. To
Dude, I
just
saw a squirrel
make
bite
a
it
scorpion
today. So
suffer. He was like,
sad.
I hate these motherfuckers. Was spraying it, and he was like, but we should probably kill it.
Dude, I fought a lantern bug infection recently. Or
What?
Yeah,
The little
infestation.
red
Oh,
guys.
infestation.
Little red guys. I
Yeah.
went to try it. I tried to go on my deck, and the CCP fucking compromised my deck. We're like, dude, we all
You
went up there.
invite them in with those weird podcasts you have, and
Hey,
you know?
I mean, we can talk about Operation. What's it called? Operation Fox Hunt.
What about it?
where they're allegedly we talked about this on the other one. Allegedly the Chinese Communist Party is finding Chinese Americans and going in and being like high profile guys and trying to compromise them, blackmail them, and try to turn.
They're trying to get back like the Chinese guy from Hangover.
Yeah.
They're trying to get Ken Jeong back. They're like, look, we need to spike our economy, dude. We need the Asian guy.
To do that or something.
Well, there's apparently an active thing where they're coming onto American soil and trying to just compromise people and try to like take their. Basically, there was that. I mean, dude, I was thinking about it the other day. Like, what is it like to be the top dog in the CCP? Like, what's your swag?
What's your swag?
Yeah.
I think the most swag you can have is like an Asian dictator is like
White
zero
Lexus.
swag.
White
Yeah, like
White
zero.
Lexus.
Marlboro Lights 100.
Just a classic
Soft
suit,
pack.
bowl cut type suit. Maybe you smoke cigarettes.
You definitely smoke
smoke
cigarettes
cigarettes.
and
And just-
squat.
And very
And
good at
that's it.
shooting pool. I shoot piss.
I was trying to get in the head of like what that would look like. What
It
would the
just
swag
rules.
look like?
It just rules. It's very low key.
Yeah.
Asian dictator swag is very low key.
White
then-
Lexus, wife with a huge face.
But then also the most insane stunts.
Yeah.
Like you're very low key as a person, but then you stunt.
Big
with, like-
parade.
then all of a sudden, yeah, there's like a gigantic parade with like
you buy
9
all the
million.
firecrackers for the Chinese New Year.
That dude, I think lighting fireworks off is extremely unpatriotic.
Why?
I think it's a psyop. Dude.
It all stopped. That
Fireworks
shit was
is
going off like
unpatriotic.
crazy.
They did, dude.
Yeah,
I
that's
stopped
weird.
it last weekend. I went out last
That's so
weekend.
weird. You guys
shut
say
it
it stopped. It doesn't stop where I live.
Yeah,
It's so
dude,
weird.
they were going off. They were going hard, dude. The field next to me. I went out and confronted some fireworkers
Again?
again. Same
get
dude,
beat
same
up.
dude.
Your testosterone is gone through the roof since Maya, dude.
I actually was chilled on this one. 'Cause I've been real into trying not to be like let things that aren't biological.
Like, is your
stress
soft
act.
unit like bigger and fatter?
It's
like,
been
longer
better.
and
Well,
fatter?
summer.
That
summer
could be
bird.
summer.
Summer
'cause
bird.
my
yeah,
bird
I'm not
has
gonna-
been thick as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, we're coming into some of the most glorious fucking weather.
This is Bill topics.
August. Coming into August, like a
Micro
nice.
penis.
What, micro penis?
I have it.
That's sick to claim. It's
have a
alpha.
small
It's
penis?
alpha. To claim you
Yeah.
have micro penis is
I've
alpha.
seen your penis, Bill. You sent me a video of your penis.
What?
Now that I
Dude,
think about it, Bill
what?
sent me dick
Yeah, that
pics.
was
You're
funny.
sending Shane dick pics?
That's
Yeah,
alpha.
dude.
That's
Why
If
did
alpha.
someone texts me and said, "Hey, is this still Bill?" It's just a video of me swinging my dick back.
That's
and forth.
alpha.
It's
I
funny.
didn't say, hey, is this still
I know,
Bill?
but I sent that to you as like a joke because we're boys.
Fun. Sending dick
Yeah.
pics is alpha to men.
So,
Just being
yeah.
like,
What'd you do with the fireworks?
Yeah. Sure. So you were like totally alpha, and what did you
well,
come
dude,
out-
I came out chill. I came
you got
out.
sweatpants on, you're pissed off.
I had some champion shorts. So I had some champion, just some regular shorts.
I've
and I
seen
had-
those. They're short too because they're newer shorts. They're little.
These are 10 inchers. These are champion 10 inches. I have some short champions.
10 inches.
Yeah, 10 inches.
I got
Bill,
big.
you
I got
good?
big femurs, dude.
What?
You good?
Where do they go?
He's talking about the fireworks.
You talking about 10 inches, you good?
I don't even think like that.
So I come out. I've been trying it. Last time I came out fully fucking spurged out, where I sprinted last time towards them, and they were like, "What the fuck's going on?" So like this dude, they were blowing up right next to my window. So I just walked out. I
Yeah.
walked out all chill. I was like, "Yo guys, could you please cut it out?" First of all, I'm in a call to arms right now with anyone who lives around me. That kind of pissed me off. Everyone's like, everyone hates this, but nobody comes outside when they go off.
You're pretty much the only guy.
You're
Yeah, I mean-
Karen.
I'll do
Yeah,
I'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
You and Brittany are the Karens.
It is a very white move.
No,
to be
no,
like,
no, no,
bullshit.
The rest of the neighborhood's
You
not
have-
standing up for this.
no.
I'm gonna go
Shane?
confront them.
Shane,
Bullshit, dude.
You have not seen Brittany in action.
True.
She is the ultimate Karen.
Brittany can attack. Brittany accosted a dude who was standing in the middle of the street today.
No, I have seen Brittany. I've ridden in
Brittany
the car
will
with her.
Karen fireworks.
She'll get anybody.
I don't even entertain this Karen business. You guys say you hate the neo-Marxists. Why do you use their terminology?
True.
I mean, dude. You
guys are simps for
I don't
the
have.
neo-Marxists.
I just love my community. I love my community.
Dude,
I'm trying
man,
to make it
you're like
positive.
acting like I don't like Karens. I would marry a Karen tomorrow. You kidding me, dude?
Saying you love Karen.
I see a Karen and I'm like, that's what you put babies into.
Yo, that one lady from like Long Island that's always screaming into her phone. You ever see that lady?
No, but
She's
I
hot.
mean, yeah.
She's always like, "You want to fucking disrespect the fucking flag? You."
Yeah, it's
Pretty great.
I've
Yeah,
seen that.
she's kind of hot for some reason.
Well, dude,
Well, it's because she's hot. That's why.
I went out.
I can't even believe she's hot because she's like spewing hatred, but
Still,
It's
yeah.
just pure hate speech.
Can't believe that chick even gets me hard. It's so
can't
weird.
believe it.
Yeah.
Well,
She
she's-
like
what's her hatred? She just loves
loves Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
Yo,
I'll
here's,
get
I'm
hard
sorry.
when
I'm
I
sorry to
watch
cut you.
that.
Please.
This is an interesting one. You were like, while I was betting on the LA Galaxy this week, last night.
Times are tough, boys.
While I
Times
lost
are tough.
$100 on the LA Galaxy at a practice field in
Don't they have
fucking
Bickham?
Disney, they were talking about one of their players that got cut from the team, Dude, the LA Galaxy had signed a dude from Serbia. He got fired because his wife's Instagram story is what he got cut from
For
a
what?
fucking professional soccer team for. She had footage on her Instagram story of black people looting a Foot Locker, and she was like, "Black Nikes matter."
From Serbia?
Yeah,
So
That's as funny as it gets in Serbia.
of course, dude. They've witnessed civil wars.
Yeah.
Of course, they're like, this is.
Yeah.
They have
Check
fun.
out the early '90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some Chechens coming in there.
So who was
sawing
he
heads
playing?
off.
He was playing for LA Galaxy.
LA Galaxy, yeah. And then he got fired because his wife's tweets. His wife's Instagram story. He got fired.
But Hillary Clinton
He-
can run, even though her husband might be very well.
This guy
women
issued.
said he's a rapist. So.
This guy issued throwing his wife under the bus an apology.
of course, yeah, it's a
and he
Serbian
got fired.
move. Really?
Crazy. Now I don't know much more of the story other than the one article I read.
I love
but
the Serb memes. And they're
pretty
new.
wild, bro.
They're the best.
Pretty wild.
That's pretty nuts, dude.
Damn, it's like even if you're associated with something bad, you guys can get canceled.
Yeah, you can't.
Can't cancel the already canceled.
Yeah,
bro.
dude.
We've been
You know what's
canceled
weird
once.
is I was watching
We are
Rambo.
free
You really
kings.
can't,
We
yeah.
are literally free
You know that
kings.
movie? What's the one movie with Owen Wilson?
But you guys could get us extra canceled.
When they-
yes.
Zoolander?
You guys could take us to
no,
that next
there's
level.
there's an Owen Wilson movie where he's flying a plane. It's behind enemy lines, maybe.
Yeah.
And he goes to like Serbia.
Yeah.
With
Movie
Gene
rules.
I've never in it.
Never seen
Sick
that.
ass movie.
Oh, you would love it.
I
didn't even
sounds
know
fun.
it.
I like
Yeah.
anything with
sick
Gene
ass, dude.
Hackman.
I mean, I
I'm
pretty
into.
much love like army movies, love Born Identity,
too.
all this
Me
shit,
too.
right? So
Love that.
I was watching Rambo 3 the other night, and it's like all about this weird shit about like Afghanistan
Yeah.
and how the Russians are coming in to like save the poor Afghani people, and it's like
That was on Rambo saying, wait, were
Rambo
they painting
3.
Russians as white hats?
no, we were coming in to save them from the Russians.
Oh,
Yeah,
so-
that's what we did.
Definitely not to protect the opium fields,
Yeah.
so that Russian didn't. The
Wait, you
Russians,
didn't-
that
the Russians
too.
didn't come up.
Wait,
on
you
the-
didn't know wars were fought for
No, I knew
bad
that.
ulterior motives?
I knew that,
Mostly
but the
financial.
Movies are programmed.
When I was a kid and I watched Rambo, I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude,
Saving us
America!"
from the Russians,
Same thing
yeah.
with like Behind Enemy Lines.
How
I'd
do you
wa-
do? You guys want to live in an empire or not? Of course, our
I think it
movies
should
going to have
just
to
be a
program.
level playing field.
You think it should be a level playing
I
field?
don't think millions
That
of people
sounds
should
pretty
identify-
Marxist.
No, it's not.
America's number one, dude. I
ironed
ironed
the
this flag.
Piece of shit.
I had to steam it because you wouldn't,
Yeah,
you Marxist
I
sack
did
of
it
shit.
in my underwear last
I steamed
night.
it. Why were
And
you
I
in your
steamed it.
underwear, dude?
I was about
Right
to take a
now-
shower because this is my fucking
That's
house.
gay.
Right now, it sounds a lot more like America number one.
Yeah.
That's how that's that fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude. TikTok.
Don't you want to be number
Okay.
one?
Oh, America number
Guys,
one.
what are you talking about? Those
You're
types of
CCP
impressions are
agent,
disgusting.
dude.
You think I'm a CCP agent?
I want
Yeah.
everyone to rise up, dude.
What?
I don't want wars fought over oil and
Anyway,
shit like
Behind
that to
Enemy
help
Lines
George
is
Bush.
Well, then you're not going to drive a truck without the oil. Payment.
Oh, dude, you have no idea.
Say goodbye to
Bill.
your job.
Bill, you have no
I
idea.
still kind of flinched.
You have no idea.
I literally, with my eyes, I was like. I had a dog that you could do that to, which I guess is every dog.
What? You can like.
You go like that to a
Yeah.
dog.
Oh,
dog.
yeah. Ears go back.
They go.
I'm on, dude. I'm going super woke on the anti-pet stuff. No more pets.
What do you mean? No
What?
more pets?
You can't own animals, bro.
Oh, I thought
Tell
you
that
said
to
pets.
Jax. He's the fucking man.
Who?
Jax.
Jack's the dog.
Pets?
Oh, yeah, but I mean,
Tell that to Jax.
you can rescue.
dude.
No, you can rescue, but like you can only rescue what's already here. Then if there are 2 dogs left, you have to let them die. It's not up to you whether dogs continue a species.
What the
Maybe
fuck are
start
you
a
talking about?
thinking-
podcast
when
or
you-
something, dude.
That guy
Yeah.
started a podcast about it.
Okay.
He's a vegan who's trying to take it to the next level.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
already a lie
man.
there.
That's cool.
That guy's
man.
just a liar.
That's cool,
What?
man.
Veganism is just lies, dude.
You think vegan is
Veganism.
Fucking right.
Vegan's up there with no
Las
fat.
Vegas.
dude. Vegan and no fat.
Vegan's
And
all
then-
lies.
You think so?
That and no fat. Me and Spade were talking about that today.
Yeah.
What is it? What do you
Imagine the debauchery I would have gotten if I went down the no fat route. I'm
Spade-
dark. I'm
Spade-
dark, bro.
Yeah.
mean? True.
He described it very good. For him, it's just like taking a shit. Like, I know this has to come out of me. I have to do it.
It's
There's
also
nothing wrong with that. It's
That's
not
exactly
gonna
how he and I have discussed it because Matt used
Sometimes you
to.
take a shit inside of a girl.
be- Yeah.
It's whatever.
You always have to pull out, dude. Always.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh yeah, you don't even need. You come in your.
I come in my pants, yeah.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
You cream. You gene pie.
The last time I came in my pants, it was so sweet.
That's pretty tight. Coming in your pants is kind of.
Coming in your
alpha
pants
as fuck.
is wild, dude. I don't know how alpha it is.
I've heard it's cute.
Girls
Yeah.
like it, dude.
Yeah,
I
girls
mean,
like it.
imagine if you were
I bet they
over
do
top
like
of a
it.
girl and she started quivering. Like, I just can't.
Dude, imagine if that happened
feel like
twice.
the man.
Imagine
I'd
if
be like-
that
I feel
happened
like
twice.
the person I'm with is a woman.
Dude, that
Yes.
happened to me twice.
Obviously.
You don't want to do that as a man.
What do you mean?
You want to be fucking in control. You don't want to be. All right, when you're with your guys that you
I'm
meet,
saying,
do you
that
ever
Spain just likes chicks that.
when you're with the guys you meet down
Dude,
at the
that
park?
happened to me twice in a row within an hour.
Yeah.
If some
A
dude
girl got horny.
If one of the guys you met at a rest stop came in his fucking
in his
trousers,
greasy Wranglers.
in his dickies,
Yeah.
if he came in his dickies before you even put a
The
hand
smell
on
of
him,
diesel
you'd be
and
pissed.
like the smell of diesel and that purple grease when Bill gets around, man. I tell you
Those
what.
big hands?
I tell you what.
Dickies should make like a trucker thing where they have like easy access and like the lumberjack flaps. You can just pop it
You
up.
guys make all this weird gay shit, dude. We're just trying to go to work.
True that.
You're trying to like pervert my whole shit when all your boys, all your buddies are out there diddling kids and
have fun,
hot
dude.
17-year-olds.
Hot 17-year-olds are hot.
What's wrong with that? She has tits.
Not
She
a good
looks like
look,
she's
guys. I'm
25.
telling you right now, a brothel owner says 21's limit.
Yeah.
What? Who said that?
Oh, she's 18. I could fuck her. She's got hot tits.
You don't think truckers would fuck 18-years-olds?
Yeah, why
I don't. I wouldn't.
Why do
And
brothel
my
owners
trucker,
do
my
21?
people-
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
do it.
I wouldn't. So don't
What?
talk to me about my people.
Why do brothel owners? They do. They,
Probably because their minds aren't stable
Yeah.
until they're at least in their 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're having sex slaves at a lot of these places.
Why do brothels do what?
They're like.
Yeah, it's
they're
almost
saying,
like the-
well, no, I think you have to
The
be
young
21.
age comes.
You got to be 21 to enter. I think they can still use. They're not like carding their sex slaves.
Yes, they are. The good ones are. The good brothel owners, they.
This
fucking-
Lebanese man has very good
Soft white
proprietor.
underbelly.
He's
yeah,
a proprietor,
Freddie.
dude.
Soft white underbelly, Freddie. It's a
He's
good one.
jacked as fuck, too.
Yeah.
Swag.
He could take all of us at once.
Obviously, it is a brothel.
Yeah.
You have to be able to beat up 4 dudes at once if you want to run a
True.
brothel.
This is literally
Otherwise,
exactly
you'd be
his
the castle
clientele.
store- Yeah, you'd be the castle
We
store.
wouldn't even make it.
No,
dude.
we wouldn't be clients. We're not rich enough.
We're not doctors.
He wants
Really?
35 to 50 or 35 to 60, really.
Yes,
That-
next year, dude.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be there. Be able
35
to go to the brothel.
35 to 60 that are like real high end, like CEOs, doctors, surgeons, all that stuff.
Nice.
Or podcasts.
No truckers.
Truckers did not make the cut.
Don't make fun
And
of
house
it.
You know what I'm
painters
saying?
did not make the
You don't want
cut.
truckers. You don't want truckers in your brothel, dude.
No.
That's tough. That's
We're
bad for business.
respectable people.
No, I'm not saying you're not respectable, but it's
There's
I
no
respect
one.
you.
It's like a
I have
fat
the
guy
ut-
at a-
I have the utmost respect.
no, it's
In my life,
I know.
I operate with the utmost respect.
but it's like having a fat guy that all you can eat. You don't want a trucker at a brothel.
you're claiming, dude. This is the blanket statement stuff.
Trucker,
Yeah, these are blanket statements you can't defend.
truckers do shit like you'll be like you like purposely won't come for an hour. So
You've
if you get
never
a
been
hand
on
job.
the road.
I mean,
never
I
been
will.
on the
I
road.
paid. I don't leave unless I come.
I had a girl get horny on me, and it made me come, and then she tried again 20 minutes later, and I came again in my sweatpants. And she was kind of upset, and I was like, yeah, maybe we can't do this. And it is what it
sick,
is.
dude.
But then, like, I told Tom about it, and then Tom's wife was like, that's kind of cute. So I was like, I take that home.
You told Tom's wife about it?
No, I told
That's
Tom
gross.
I told Tom about it. But then
All right,
Tom,
good.
Don't
you
put
know,
words in his mouth.
Yeah.
I asked a question.
I was
Sorry,
just
I'm
like,
just asking
damn,
questions.
dude. I was like, it sucks. I came in my
Don't
pants twice.
don't turn on me because Matt just fucking boned you, dude. He
I
boned your
didn't
ass.
vote him at all. What did I say?
It comes in my profession.
We all
He,
know
he
Bill.
couldn't handle the hot
Dude,
days.
we all know
I
Bill's
trust me. I've been
not
on the road with
gay.
Matt.
He couldn't handle
a lot
the
of
hot
naps.
days.
A lot of naps
Yeah.
sitting shotgun.
My brother Tom,
I
we
was
drove
out
to
driving.
Florida. We were in South Carolina on our way back.
in their
He's like,
blood.
dude, we have to go to sleep, man. We can't make it. What'd I do?
Drove
Tom,
through the night.
Tom, you sit down. You go back. You go to sleep back there. I'm going to drive all the
Drink
way to
coffee?
DC.
Dude,
Nope.
and from the stories,
Seltzers. We drank
I
152
take
seltzers.
like amphetamines. yeah, I
from the
drive.
stories
How do
with
you
Shannon
drive on
O'Connor,
Adderall?
they have trucker blood.
How do you drive
Yeah.
on Adderall? Isn't that like brutal?
No, it's the best.
Really?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
If I'm doing like a mindless thing and I'm fucking on Adderall, my brain starts racing like crazy.
When
Well-
was the last time you were on Adderall,
Yeah.
dude? This is a lie.
Yeah,
All
this is
right.
15.
This is a lie.
I was scraping cork off the walls at 4th and Race before we tore it down, and I was studying to get my CDL. That's the last time I
You took Adderall to study the CDL?
Fuck yeah, dude. I couldn't remember all that shit.
Why didn't you take why don't you go to a gas station and buy like no-dos?
What's that?
Dude, one
Like
time I took
shitty trucker
no-dos.
meth?
Dude, dude, one time I took no-dos, right? I was driving 88 miles an hour. I was about to crash into a daycare. Your cousin Steve woke up and goes, we're going to crash. I was like, oh, shit, we are. I fucking almost fucking killed both of us. Then we went to McDonald's. Crazy story. Sorry. That story went nowhere. You said no-dos. In my head, I'm like, yeah, dude.
You turned away. You guys were about to. Why? So you were just under like the.
They were like, yo, you're way
up
too
to
drunk.
no good when he was
They're
younger
like,
in
oh, dude, you're
cars.
way too drunk to drive. And I was like, dude, stop at the
Were you
7-Eleven.
praising Paimon?
like-
Back in the day, oh yeah, in
Oh,
cars.
let me
See,
tell
here's
you.
a misconception. I'm sorry to interrupt you almost hitting a daycare and going to McDonald's.
Interrupt my retarded story.
Because that no, that's definitely better than what I was. But Paymon's not like about debauchery, like fucking around. Paymon's-
Stop trying to shut up.
This is fucking,
Look it up.
Shut up.
this is so
Paymon's-
scary,
No,
dude.
but it's not
this
about-
This is so scary.
It's about-
Trying to
it's
normalize
genuinely-
payment, dude.
It's not about like sin and all that shit. It's about learning and
Okay.
science.
So you're talking about like the tree of knowledge, like the fruit of knowledge.
It's exactly that. Why does God want to keep us away from knowledge?
Well, you got to read the what's that book? The Milton's Paradise. Yeah, in Paradise Lost or whatever.
I'll beat the shit out of them.
I will refer to you to the Kabbalion,
What's the Kabbalion?
the Hermetic text.
Yeah, dude.
True. I mean, dude, I take everything. I'm very Jungian where I'm like, I'll read about the angels, read about the demons. I'm just trying to put everything together. One like holistic.
Pretty much way more on like the
dualistic.
Kabbalion side.
Yeah.
Not this weird payment shit. I mean,
Where are we at time-wise? Lemaire, you seem pretty tired, bud. You a little sleepy back there.
sorry guys.
What are you sorry for?
I just forget we're casting. I'm just having a blast.
Yeah, I was having fun, too.
All
I
I
wanna-
imagine is me and Shane chilling. You guys could all obviously
You're
start.
obsessed with this trip.
I'm just saying because it's
What
like we
trip?
drink, we have fun.
Oh,
we
Outer
drink.
Banks would be awesome.
Oh, I need it.
I just imagine it all the time, and then he went to the Outer Banks, and the whole time I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool.
No,
Bro.
that has to happen.
First off, I want you guys to just come to fucking Mechanicsburg
Mechanicsburg would also
to
be
see
fun.
Williams Grove.
That'd be sick.
Just come down on a Friday night and go to the sprint race with me.
I would love to.
It'd
do
be
that.
so fun. We
That'd
could
be
tour Gettysburg during the day and then go to the sprint race at night. What's wrong? Why are you looking like you guys got bad
Bill's
news?
looking like he has a shit in his diaper.
Yeah, what's wrong with that, dude? You can't come to the sprint race?
I'd love to find out about the war
You
of
would
Northern
love it.
aggression. Yeah.
The War of Northern Aggression?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you guys thought you discovered history when you found out there aren't
Yeah, we found
good
out
sides
the
in
war
wars.
is totally the other way around.
Yeah, you guys are going to be
Lincoln was
bummed
a
out
railroad lawyer.
when you find
Lincoln
out
lawyer?
in wars.
Liar.
Lincoln lawyer. When you find out in wars, there's usually not like just one. There's not like a good guy, bad guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're saying that there
In fact,
might
in
just
almost
be
every
like
war,
Should we make
there's
a ton of
never-
movies about it?
Why would that be surprising?
I mean, it helps generate a narrative of there is a good guy and bad guy.
Yeah, every country does that.
Yeah, every single country does that.
They're trying to give you a myth. They're trying to give you something to believe in.
Just force something down my throat.
Yeah, I mean,
You'd like that.
I think we should end on that. We should probably end on that. We should probably end on that.
Payment.
Oh, dude.
We probably could end on
America,
that.